That shit in the washer too.
Way over there.
Yeah,
It's downstairs.
Yep, too late now. Yep, too late now.
I'm gonna act like y'all black women and it's Saturday morning. It's Saturday afternoon. Okay. You got laundry.
That is true.
Got laundry going.
Hey everyone. Welcome to the coven of multitasking on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
How are we today? How are we?
I'm great.
So I know some of y'all was in there watching me trip out over all of the shenanigans, and now we're here, and I got the ladies as promised.
Welcome, coven.
Lady D in full mom mode over here, looking awesome. All of the digi hugs, all of the digi hugs. We have missed you.
I appreciate your lies.
That's
You tell me, gasp.
Mm-mm-mm.
Thanks. It's great to be here. Welcome, coven.
Yes. Welcome to coven.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mika.
Yes.
What goes on?
I'm great. Now
Lovely.
that I'm done crying.
You are now.
I'm perfect. It took like 2 hours while I was editing myself crying. I was crying.
Aww.
So
yeah, she what was it that you said you watched? Was it My Hero Academia?
Yeah, My Hero Academia this morning was the season 7 finale, and it crunched on my feelings.
It made you cry?
Absolutely. I knew it was
I
coming.
need to catch up on the last season.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be fun. Can you give us an update when you do that, please? Because I would like to know if you get into the same situation that Meeks was in. Mm-hmm. And also, speaking of which, hey Sphinx, how you doing?
Hello. Howdy. Happy to be here. Multitasking. Getting it done.
Yes.
Getting it all done.
What we do. All right.
Sneak and go put my clothes in the dryer. How do?
That's
Michelle,
hilarious.
what's going on? Adamantium materializes in the chat. he just apparated in.
He just really like that name.
That's a Harry Potter reference for y'all that don't know. And if you don't know, please get up on your witchy stuff. What's wrong with you? All right, so let me pause. Are you good, Meeks? Did it work this time?
It did. That's because I was just getting the tears off my glasses.
Yep. Oh man. All right, so episode 1, Seekest Thou the Road. I'm gonna tap you first, Lady D.
Yes. I'm just happy to be around adults. You know, it's nice. Everyone's here, speaking English, and I can understand it.
Come on,
vomiting on me. It's kind of nice. It's really nice. Okay, Seekest Thou Road. The first episode for me, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a good time, right? Like Agatha now as a detective finding a dead body in the woods that was clearly like I thought like it was connected to Wanda, but after looking at other videos and then going further, and it's like, okay, all of these things are actually like symbolic of the book of the Darkhold, since the Darkhold has been taken out of every universe, every dimension, every whatever, which is interesting. Like, I don't know, like I have some TVA thinkings around that, like how, but anyway, I love how it started. And then seeing later, like the yellow tape and everything, and seeing her neighbor and knowing that this woman has been walking around feeling like she's in the show, y'all, but everybody else, unlike WandaVision, where everyone else is stuck in the show, everybody else is just in reality looking at her like,
don't say nothing, just go ahead. Yes.
Just play along with it. Just play along with it.
Neighbor.
Like,
going in here and getting groceries for this woman, like you let this woman just walk around crazy, being ridiculous the whole time, and everybody in here just covering for her, and y'all don't like her.
She wasn't hurt nobody.
You just like
she wasn't hurt nobody. She's on the case. She's on the case.
It's like here with help is on the way. Everybody knew who help was on the way. Help was on the way. All he did was sing and rap on the corner. He didn't bother nobody. So we just let him sing and rap on the corner.
That's it. That's it.
Wait. Hold on. Is that a reference that I'm not getting?
Help is on the way. You don't know help is on the way, girl. You live in Columbus. You don't know who help is on the way.
No, that's what I was getting to. I was wondering if you were actually talking about the dude on campus. That's why I asked.
Yes.
Yeah. I worked there for how long? Of course, I know who that
Girl,
man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, girl, you don't know who help. Girl.
I know I got a crazy one in our neighborhood. I think we call him Mr. George. I don't even know if the man's name, like his first name is George or his last name is George.
We never knew the man's name. He just always over there with his cup. Help is on the way.
He used to be rap like, girl, look at you in them stacks.
Right.
Run around with a big fat back. Don't worry, help is on the way.
Dude, she's not lying. She is not lying. For years, this man would go walk up and down High Street and talk that shit, getting spare change.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like, all right, bro. I respect the hustle. Go on, man. You know, he trying to give dinner and a show, you know?
So basically, Wanda made her into a crazy panhandler in her neighborhood. And I mean, I was here for it. The first thing I noticed, other than like, okay, the references to Wanda and the Darkhold, well, as soon as Rio showed up, I was like, she's real.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And you knew it because of the way she was talking to her. And she was like, this is how you see yourself. I was like, oh, this bitch know you in your head. Who are you?
She knows.
She was like, So you're just gonna.
How do you
All right.
know?
Well, here you go. Here's the papers. This is what I've got so far.
Before we found out.
Hey, Corinne.
Before we found out, like, you know, like she was the panhandler in her neighborhood, it was obvious that she's stuck in some sort of like, because, you know, after WandaVision, obviously she's stuck in some sort of sitcom universe, but it's like True Detective universe type of deal. And she's obviously, everyone around her is a part of her story, except for this one person. And so I thought that was odd. And then when they sat down and drank tea, and she was like, or whatever they were drinking, and she was like, you've traveled? Where have you been? And Agatha was just like, you can see like the flips in the Matrix where her brain was like, girl, like where have we been? Like, have we been here forever, our whole lives? That's impossible. So I thought that was great. Episode 1, season 1, episode 1 was a A+ for me. I'm not going to keep going because I could talk about it all day, but I liked it a whole lot. And then I want to talk about I don't know what to call him, I guess Teen, but that would be more in episode 2 more than 1. But I was excited. I'll say that I was excited when he showed up because I was like, interesting.
Immediately clocked.
Yeah, like interesting. So speaking, you're rather experienced for a teenager there. All right. So next, who's next?
All right. Mika, I'll give it to you. We'll just go around the circle.
What else? Let's see. Because I, like she said, I like that everybody else was just like, you could tell people was just like, you don't say. Every time she would talk, but when she came out of that and she was running out butt naked, and Herb was like,
bruh,
girl, your ass is
also
out.
Can we highlight that though? Disney Plus is now in their bag.
Listen, ass is on Disney Plus.
Ass now. There's ass. And one thing that Meeks always does when it comes to certain body parts being shown, she will stop whatever the conversation is and do that. Do it again. Do it again.
I'm gonna sing them. If I see him, I'm gonna sing them. I was like, oh my God, ass. I'm singing. So I was like, oh my gosh, there's cheeks and ass. But Herb was like, listen, girl,
can
are you okay?
Clothes on, please.
Because there is out here in the. Okay, all right, you girl.
How many other times has she been walking around these people's neighborhood with no pants on?
Hi, baby. Hi.
I just like how you were just like, just come on in here. Come on in here.
So
come on in.
You know what? Give her extra squeezes and hugs. Yes.
She was like, what you doing, mommy?
Right. I just want to see him bother you for a second.
Yeah, but I mean, like for the first episode, that's pretty much all. I was just like, it was just fun. It was just so good to be back. You get to see all the shenanigans and tomfooleries. We get to see the people. Because a lot of people, I was watching, I watch other reactions, and people weren't clocking some of these people until after the chief showed up. The moment I saw her, I was like, "Hey, neighbor!"
Yeah, right, exactly. And he greeted her with "Hey, neighbor." That was the first thing. That's how you know some shit was off.
Yeah, and some people were confused and kept forgetting why she was still in that. They was like, "Oh, the town is still in it." I was like, "No. You remember that Wanda was like sad, but she was like, "You bitch, you're gonna be in there.
Yeah,
you're gonna be stuck
by yourself.
Yep,
by yourself."
Because
you gonna need me. Oh, exactly. I know right where to come get you.
Exactly. So, that's pretty much it. It was just really fun. It was entertaining. It was so good to be back, and I was ready for more shenanigans after that. Episode 1's pretty succinct for me.
Yeah, I'll just double down on everything that these two have said. It was fun. It was it was really interesting that when you came to the realization that she was just in her own little world and everybody was just playing along with her. Like, I thought that was crazy. I found that hilarious. But it was cool to see her when she snapped out and actually got into her Agatha, the Agatha of it all. I enjoyed that a lot. And that epic ass fight between her and Rio. Is it Rio?
Her and Rio, yo, the chemistry right there, bro. I need a whole little side quest of their backstory.
Yeah, for real. I got questions.
Right.
But yeah, it was good.
And I will third you on that, because it was just great. Like they jumped right back in, and it was almost like we never left. And I loved how they started off with what was the name of that show? Do y'all remember? I think it was Mayor of something. Is it East?
It's
Wood?
East Town.
Yeah, I know it's something East Town. That sounds about right too. So yes.
I'm not even gonna play.
I love how they did that. And Rio was already a vibe. And yeah, she just cracks me up. Right now, I think I want to say she's my fave. 1 or 2, I don't know.
I would say that too. She's like that actress though. I liked her from when she was on Parks and Rec, and I think she was a perfect casting for this role in particular.
Me too.
Yeah. Yes. Very much enjoyed that. So let's see what rating system we're gonna use for Agatha, y'all. How many brooms? Yeah. Brooms. All right. How many broomsticks are we giving episode 1? I'm gonna say a solid 9 out of 10 broomsticks for ep 1.
I give it 8 broomsticks.
8. Okay.
I enjoyed it. I'll give it a 9.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll give it a 9 broomsticks. So, it's hard for me to like.
I see you trying to think. You're trying to justify like, what can I snatch away from you?
But
take this time.
I really enjoyed it, and I think like this one, kind of like how WandaVision was. The first episode for me got better once I saw the second episode. And once I saw the third, I was like, oh, that means in the first episode they was like,
that's in the second episode, but that shit had me dying.
Yeah.
That shit had me dying because she was like, "Girls, get in the car."
Because everything around her was set up for whatever sitcom she was in, and
it's not a car.
I would.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
I would also like a little side quest of what other shows she filtered through, because Wanda left her in black and white. Yeah. So how did we get to this? Because the show on Netflix, I think, was maybe 2-3 years old.
3 years.
So 3 years.
And so they still kept the time in between it as well. So
yeah. So what other sitcoms did she jump into? Because right now he said now is the true crime thing that she's been on. What else have those people had to deal with?
Listen, hilarity.
Oh God.
Either way, it'd be entertaining for me because I'm not playing with you, lady.
Right.
Like we all been fucked up for 3 years. Like after this,
and now we got to babysit your ass.
Every single crazy white woman I'm looking at.
I don't understand why nobody moved. Like y'all, you're in Jersey. It's easy for y'all to leave.
I'm out.
Yeah, once that hit got raised.
Works now is if you sell your house, you need to have about $500,000 on hand.
To
the money that you got from your house to get a new house.
Yes, you're right.
And you still gonna pay a mortgage of about $4,500 a month. So you might as well just stay where you at.
That is true. You're right. You know what? You're correct. Someone who just purchased the house. Correct.
Right.
He was like, why did the house so big?
Even going
because
through...
now I got to go to where?
Exactly.
I got 4
I
bedrooms.
have like everything I need here.
Future-proofed.
And I have to think that realistically, as unhealthy as it is, there may be like some sort of trauma bond with the neighborhood, and or just like feel it because no one else on the planet Earth is going to be able to understand.
Fair enough. In your face.
You know, like
different generations playing in your face.
Yet the titles that they gave were that was also a highlight actually, because they always played right into it, and I love the campiness of it all.
You know what I want them to do? Now, I want them to give us Vision, like the actual Vision. Like I need like a black coded show where he is Vision.
You know what? Wait, have y'all seen Vision? Because I'm about to find him out because I want y'all to be on the same page that me and Meeks.
That's what I want.
I have not seen Vision.
He has on a black turtleneck, a gold chain,
into
a do-rag, and he is Vision.
And I'm telling you, Black Twitter was in their game when WandaVision was on, man.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and
God.
That's what I want. I want that. I miss that man. I know they sitting there rolling in this money. My God. Forever.
Oh, look, and it's the first damn thing that came up. Hold on, where's the image?
You're correct.
Let me make that a little bit bigger.
There's only one Vision.
There's only one Vision. Okay, hold on. Look here. I need you to properly expand.
No.
It really don't give a fuck about what I'm talking about. Bastards.
One more thing for episode 1.
Up like this though.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Because I thought that Teen woke her up in episode 2. It's episode 1 that he woke her up in. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. When I saw him sitting there and he was speaking Latin, and then his background changed, I was like, where is he? And then it went back to I was like, okay, whoever, again, like, you're pretty to be a teenager. If you're able to somehow crack open Wanda's spell, like, what's up with you? Like, what is up? That was just my whole thing. Like, what's up? Because here's Agatha, and she's having glitches in the Matrix where you can see her consciousness is trying to be like, bruh, you didn't always be here. Bruh, this isn't real. Like, you can see there's knocks on it, but she can't get out. You got her out. How? Like,
How?
That was a little zany for me. Like, you're a teenager, so either you're not who I'm thinking you are, like, as far as a teenager. I'm so
wow.
That's Vision.
That is Vision. Yes.
I'm so mad at that.
This is great. Like, look at him. It just works.
Even got the gold links and everything. Yep.
It's the hand on the ass for me.
Exactly, because she's going to say something ridiculous. She's going to say something outlandish.
You know? Like,
you know what that says? The caption should be, "Are you done?"
That's
but if
you finna say something, the hand on my stomach means you finna say something really outlandish. And it's about to be so ridiculous that you just gotta like,
what's up, Luke? And yes, Wanda does have taste.
So that's it for me.
Okay. Ooh, wait. She was acting as an investigator. The whole town was gloom and doom. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, they did so well with how they played all that.
And it's crazy because her brain, obviously, like, it's what her subconscious is doing that, like, puts her in these shows, right? Because she's clearly searching for the Darkhold. Like, her subconscious is telling her Darkhold and Witch's Road. She's humming the song in the car. All of the clues point to the Darkhold. Like, she's very clearly still, but again, she can't get out. But this boy can get you out. You should have had questions from then, Agatha. Like, who are you?
For a second, I thought it was a mix of something that Rio had done also, but no, it was all the kid, which just speaks volumes. Which is why, for those of y'all that were in the live with me, y'all saw just now. I think he actually put the sigil on himself.
Oh, Can you do that?
Yes, and he wouldn't know because remember, Agatha said it takes the memory of the person that cast it too. Yep, but that was a jump ahead.
I don't know, man.
Episode 2.
I don't know. This is my fun one because I was singing.
I'll let you start. Go ahead. What you got?
Song. That's what I'm gonna do. I enjoyed this whole entire episode. I enjoyed the finding the friends. I enjoyed her face when the teen was talking, and he was like, "Oh yeah, my name is," and she was like, "Run that back. Who? Say it one more time." She got real close and focused. Say it again. Okay. Cool. Okay. I mean, I was gonna ignore you, but now you could come too. Like, let's go. And then she sat in that fucking car. I cried. She sat in that car and she was just like trying to move the sticks, and the team was looking at her like
what you doing?
And then she's like, you know what? Never mind. This is not the car.
This is not a car.
Like she was like, this is not a car. I'm just gonna get up. We're not gonna talk about it.
She was like,
I'm gonna go outside for real though. I'm gonna go the hell outside. And so she ran outside, and I like the fact that Patty was her first stop, and that Patty gave her everything else she needed. And Patty is, I'm gonna call her Patty because that's Patty LaPone.
That's Patty LaPone.
But she, I think, is the most interesting character because of through the episode, she says stuff, and you put it together, and you're like,
hold on, bitch, what is going on with you though?
Headphones thrown.
Very.
Yes. Very. Oh my God. Yes.
Very, very weird. And so I like how the team was instantly like, she got it. Yes. This is a real one. Oh my God. This is so good.
See, and that is also another thing that I keep wondering there, Lady B, is if he does have some inkling, but I don't think he has his Billy Maximoff memories yet. I don't know. He's gonna get them. They're on the way. But I don't think he has them yet.
Episode 5. Yes. I think so. But I'm like, hands up. So I like that part. Yeah. And I like the fact that this bitch is petty. She went to every single witch like, oh my gosh,
so
shit
petty.
Sucks, don't it? Oh, your shit's sucking. Like, ooh,
and
look,
how
you're
everybody
drowning.
Was just side-eyeing her the whole time.
Witches don't like to drown. You should follow us on the road. Fucked up Alice's job. Like, damn, he fired you, bitch.
I mean, well, since you're not doing nothing now.
I mean, here you go. Look, come to the road. Oh, the road. I'm just saying that. And I thought it was really interesting that the Black Heart, because technically she was very smart in picking Sharon because it made sense. It made sense to the viewers. So you was like, oh, that's Miss Hart. Yeah, she was Miss Hart from the last one. But I was like, that's wrong. So she just grabbed a random lady. But we all knew when she said Black Heart. Everybody was like, Rio. So why didn't you just?
Yep.
And she was in the area.
Not a green witch, the green
witch. And she was in the area, right?
Yeah, because there was a body to collect.
She just ran through and put her foot through your door. So she was still here waiting for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I also really, really enjoyed the Salem 7 because once they split, trash. Once they split into that, and then they started doing the walking.
All of that.
Team just too long to get downstairs.
Thriller. Way too long. Boy, from the first glitch where Herb turned around, like, are you seeing this? He wouldn't have been looking at me because I would have already been ran in the house and down them stairs. What did you go inside and just grab the cat for and then stay in the living room? Young man.
And door open. And didn't put the door up until they split into 7.
Like, come on. How I understand something. Like, I get it. Maybe you didn't have these problems from where you came from, but you should have some sense of urgency, something about self-preservation.
Yeah, couch is up.
What's wrong with you?
Couch is up. I'm saving myself. And then I jammed. I listened to that song.
Yeah,
in my car.
It's a bop, ain't it?
Yeah,
it was just on repeat for like 3 days.
Yep,
just on repeat everywhere I was. And that's it for me. Episode 2. It was it was a perfect follow up to episode 1, and I'm glad they released it back to back. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah. Sphinx.
I just agree. Like, I'm trying to remember if there's anything, because I watched episode 2 when it first came out, which was a few weeks ago. So I'm trying to remember what else, if there was anything else that really stood out to me aside from what's already been said, but I can't really think of anything.
All right. B?
For me, it's the opening of the door to the witch's robe. We all knew that when the black heart was written on the card or whatever, give it to her, and that was Rio. She went and got Sharon anyway, who's an avid gardener. We see all the stuff growing or whatever. But the door opened, y'all. And if you're supposed to have one of each witch, the door opened with Sharon. And we know from Spider-Man, right? Like people can be taught magic and whatever else. And I'm wondering, is it Sharon's wantingness to be included because she wanted to like go to a girl party so bad? Is it her wantingness to be included that was then misinterpreted by whatever magical will or powers may be as her wanting to learn magic? Or does she have some sort of latent magic ability? Like, what is it? Because the door opened.
Yeah.
It's either that or Rio was lurking somewhere the whole time, whispering the song with y'all. I don't know.
She's in the corner just singing.
No, seriously, the door opened.
She's singing in background.
I think you know what? That's actually a very good point because we know that Rio was lurking the whole time, so it didn't matter that Mrs. Foreman was there or not. The door was still going to open.
I don't know though, because it's like, well,
that's
where was
interesting?
Rio? Like how far away? Like I know
she was invisible.
Well, maybe.
She has that ability to cloak herself,
and we know she was. I don't know if she does or not.
Being the entity that I'm fairly sure she is, then I think Death would be able to cloak itself.
So one of those two things, either she was there the whole time, or Sharon, quote unquote, had it in her, right? Like at the end of episode 3, like it had it in her, and that's what allowed her to open the road. So I just thought that was interesting, like that the door opened as a whole.
She was definitely lurking, I think, Corinne.
And then the as far as the Salem 7 goes, that was creepy. Like, y'all. So we're not gonna talk about the fact that they did the whole like, let me break my back and like crawl down the stairs and like
no, absolutely not.
Trash.
Absolutely not. Nope.
I was like, no. Get her, step on her. Nope.
And kudos to the team for trying to hold it down. Like, I'm gonna block the doors. All right, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna sit up here and play sentry. And if they breach, maybe I'll try to magic my way out. When Homegirl came through, that window was like Agatha. He was like, absolutely not. Down the road. Listen. We on it. Let's go.
He's like, girl, just the door? Move. And my second favorite character, Jen, was like, I'm out. Yep. Don't play. Jen was like, girl, something's coming.
Jen saw that immediately. You know what I call that? I call that an appropriate response.
The blackest of the black. I appreciate everything.
100%. 100%.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And that's not the only time that we see Jen look at the fuck shit and skedaddle off first to get the fuck out of Dodge. Because what I'm not going to do is that.
No. So I appreciated I appreciated that very much. That whole episode. And of course I do think that Down the Witch's Road was a complete bop. And I too listened to it. Like, what? Like with this bell, with this acapella, this bell.
Beautiful.
We haven't had a good Disney song in a minute.
Listen, Patty was carrying. Patty was carrying the middle.
Yes, carrying the people, and I'm feeling it. And that was it. I gotta say though, like I got the WandaVision Agatha like thread of things like. It's 2 for 2 with the bops because it was Agatha all along was definitely a bop for a minute for me. I thought that was hard. Like
every single WandaVision song
with a song who was like, it was me. I did it.
I'm like, you better give me another WandaVision bop.
This ain't even my show, but it was me. Like, yeah. So I 10 out of 10 broomsticks for episode 2.
Me too. I give that one a 10 because that was perfect.
Because once I heard once you hear them singing down the witch's road, you realize, oh, where did I hear that before? And then you rewatch episode 1, you're like, there it is.
She's humming it.
That's it.
Yeah.
How do I know that song? There it is.
It's like it's almost like her, even though she was bound in that whole sequence, it's like her magic was still working to try to wake her up. Like, look at all these clues. Hey, do you forgot this? Hello. It's very, very interesting. And I wonder if that is what drew Rio to her. I mean, outside of their history already, but why in this instance did she show up?
And not to mention, why did she back off? Because if I got smoke with a bitch, you ain't got no powers.
I don't think she can. Like,
well, it's not allowed. Like, it's not allowed. Yeah. Whatever pact they have, they can't kill each other. They can hurt each other, but they can't kill each other.
I'm hurting you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm not gonna heal you afterwards.
And yes, the harmonies.
Bitch, I'm gonna cut you. Listen, girl, I stay ready.
Who do we think Rio is?
I stay ready all day, every day.
This is always full spoilers, so I hope y'all are ready. If you don't want to hear, I'll give you a chance to cut out, even though I said it already. 3, 2, 1, mute. She is Lady Death.
Okay, now you can come back.
And I'm saying, and I'm saying we have confirmation on that from the merchandise.
Yep.
Brandon Metro, hello. How do?
Hello. But yeah, so that's it for me with episode 10. Episode 2.
Episode 10. Yeah, stop trying to steal episodes from us. Meeks, no, don't do that.
Listen, first of all, I went to an episode that don't exist. There's only 9 episodes.
Oh man, okay, wait. I just I have to share this. I just found another Vision picture. Hold on. With do-rag. And this
I told you. Yeah. Listen. This was the joy of my life during WandaVision.
Oh man. Yes.
That and being on TikTok with the music in the background changing it. Like, come on.
It was a vibe. It's still a vibe. I love it.
Amazing.
So for myself for this one, definitely them going in on the Witch's Road song, because I didn't know it before this scene, but everyone has pipes. I mean, I didn't really hear Teen, even though we saw him sing, but I didn't really pick up his voice in the mix. Running. And we didn't need his voice. The ladies held it down. And Mrs. Foreman sitting there just bopping. She's in the circle, but she's just sitting there dancing because the singing, that's not her thing. She don't know the words. She don't even know the words. Mm-mm. But she's there and she's vibing and she's having a grand time because she thinks she's just hanging out with some friends from the neighborhood. So that sequence was cool. I as creepy as they were, I appreciate how creepy the Salem 7 looked, and I don't blame them for being so as vengeful as they are. You killed their moms, bruh. You thought you were showing mercy by leaving them there, but you kind of made it so your enemies would come after you. And this is a trait we see that Agatha has over the many, many years that she's been doing the witchery. So I get why they're going after her. And Theorycraft in the chats from Corinne, when they showed Agatha absorbing the witch's power in WandaVision, do you think she was at the road there? No.
It looked similar. It looked familiar in the background.
It looks similar because they are in the woods, definitely. But I don't think they were on the road because those women would not have. I don't think they would have gone on the road with her.
Well, her mother.
But maybe that might be revealed.
I'm like, they might have gone on the road for her mother.
He was on Broadway. Okay,
yeah, he could definitely sing. I've seen clips of it too.
On Broadway.
I didn't know. Thank you for that info.
I'm going to tell you something, and I know what you're going to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. AK, you should be on TikTok more.
Y'all gonna leave me alone with this damn tactic, okay?
I'm not. You're going to see the things. That's where all the things are. That's where all the things be.
And other theory. Someone said Teen wants his brother back in at the end. I don't think that would be his.
You see me
first. I don't know that would be his first reason for jumping in at the beginning. Now, as of where we are at the end of episode 5, yes, I think that is definitely a thought in his head. But right here in the beginning, I don't know. It doesn't seem to me that he has his memories back yet to even know who Tommy is. Unless he's been acting the great game all along, which I suppose is possible. I mean, he is the son of Wanda Maximoff.
I would like very much to stick a pin in Billy and Tommy reconnecting after we go through, I guess, episode 5 maybe, or we can do
absolutely. Yep.
There's a tarot card. I know you guys saw the promo tarot cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a tarot card.
No, I did not see the promo tarot cards. Can you find them for me, Meeks, please?
Promo tarot cards, and I think that I personally think that Tommy's already there. Maybe not on the road, but I think they're both back in the same universe, and they're gonna have.
I definitely think he's there. Yeah, but I'm no. Where I question is if Billy actually knows about him yet.
He's already.
But he's definitely there.
I think that Billy knows about him, and if not, maybe the sigil took away whatever. But I think he knows about him, or because he's psychic, right? Like that's the psychic ability thing, right?
Does he have visions?
You would be able to be almost on some Professor X stuff when it comes to reading minds and finding people that are connected to you, especially. So there's a tarot card that
I see. I'm finding everyone else's except for his, and it's bothering me.
Look for it. The specific tarot card is the Tower. I'm talking about. So it's not the Magician card. It's the Tower card.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I think I found a group with all of them.
I know he can read minds, but I don't know that he actually has future sight.
Redirect me, ho. Thank you, Jesus.
I don't think
Stop asking questions. There we go. Hold on, let me see if I can make it. No. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Hold on. That'll work.
Okay.
The Tower.
Thank you so much.
Also, I need to look up the meaning of these cards, especially where Lilia is concerned, because she's when Jen especially is doing stuff, she's always saying what power I guess that Jen is drawing on when she does it, because I think she says the 3 of Swords one time, and there's another card that she says before that, but I don't remember what that one was.
So with the Tower card specifically, the Tower card is upheaval, revelation, awakening, and chaos. And so when you look at the Tower card, the word that sticks out to me is chaos. And then you see in that crown on the top, my brain just goes to Wanda Maximoff and Wundagore falling. That tower, that mountain, Wundagore falling, and then 2 people coming out of the destruction of that chaos magic. And if you look closely, you'll see one has black hair and one has blonde hair. And look at what they're wearing and I think that's Billy and Tommy falling out of that tower. That's what came out of Wundagore falling. And it's a lot of tinfoil here. We can go through it later. But but there's basis for the tinfoil though, because it's real trickery how they come back in the comics too. Very.
I like that theory. So yes, let us definitely keep a pin in that, and we'll get to that part of the theory craft after Ep 5.
Okay,
for sure.
I'm going to keep this up though, but I'm not keep it up on the screen. But I'm going to stop that. Stop that. But I keep it up.
Grazie. I think Sphinx snuck off to get her foods.
Feeding.
Yes.
Feeding
okay.
time.
So did we give how many broomsticks for Ep 2?
I said 10. She said 10.
Yeah, said 10. You're at a 10 too, Lady D?
Oh yeah.
I'm at a 10. I'm at a 9.5 just because it's only episode 2.
I don't care. I'm gonna give this thing a 10 because she worked a 10. Oh man.
All right. Episode 3. through many miles of tricks and trials. And here is where we start the trials. Also, though, actually, wait, hold on. Back up just a little bit. Mrs. Foreman, ma'am, you're in the woods that you didn't know were there as the resident historian underneath this woman's basement. Can you not walk off and wander by yourself?
They're gonna do it.
I mean, but okay, it's other ones there. It's other Caucasities there too. They didn't go off and
but they have a mission. They know where they're going. She's just there for the shits and the gigs of it all. She's like, girl, we was talking in a party and we was singing and a swinging and now we're here. And I'm like, why I'm here?
This is a kidnapping. Look, Mrs. Foreman, I understand. No, I understand how she feels. I do. She was just trying to sit and chill and not do any of this.
But she is.
But now you're here. Why would you walk off in the woods by yourself, man?
Because she's gonna go.
She's trying to figure out how to get out.
I get that, but not by yourself. Don't do that.
And away from the road at that. Like just
exactly away from the road and away from the only other people that you've seen
that could assist you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All things.
Just not a smart move, Mrs. Foreman. Not a smart move.
Okay.
Anyway, now on to Ep3.
You check the chat. Check the private chat.
Let me go back. Check the private. Oh no, you're fine. No worries. Okay. We will catch you later. Hugs.
Sphinx has to go.
Hope everything's cool.
Bye.
Yes, Sphinxy has to roll out, so we'll catch her next time. And hold on. WandaVision had Ralph Boner. That's stupid fucking name. Had Boner powered up by the necklace that was left behind. Which necklace? Somebody jog my memory on that.
I don't know.
Agatha could have got her spark of power needed by this enchanted necklace worn by Ralph. Ralph didn't stay there though. He dipped out. And I don't even think she would recognize who he was being bound like she was.
Oh, yeah, he did have that necklace on. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he dipped out like immediately once he was able to leave. He skirted off. Said Monica ripped the necklace off. Then that makes me think it would be with Monica, and Monica definitely didn't stay in town.
I don't think it would be with Monica. I think it would be on the ground because she was in the process of fighting bitches when she showed up.
Fair enough.
When she realized what's happening, she was fighting all the bitches.
So I don't know, maybe that will come into play later. Not sure.
She was fighting bitches. Like once she got there, she had to break through and she turned into a whole different person. She was like, no, everybody's catching these fish.
That's I believe also is something that was going to happen with her anyway. With the mutant X gene, it just happened to jumpstart because of going through the hex a few times. I think she already had a latent mutant X gene, and plus she was what's the damn girl name? Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, she had powers.
Was also around her.
She had to come through and hit bitches in the face because she was tired. Once she got through there, and she already made it through, she was fighting bitches. That's what I said. Yeah, not because of the power, because she was going to fight bitches. The power up was a plus. She was coming to fight you regardless if she had no powers at all.
It could possibly be with Fury, maybe, if Fury would even have recognized what it was. But we will see. We'll see how that can. A lot of those magical type items end up coming back in some way, shape, or form.
D, are you looking at the chat?
No,
like the actual stream chat.
No, I can't know.
Because I like some of these theories that Brandon is throwing out.
Yeah, the random tarot cards. Yes, that's what I remember. Ooh. And yeah, let me look at this next one here. Each start of trial goes downwards. It's possible these are the levels of hell. I mean, it is the witch's road. And even if you are quote unquote a good witch, you're still going to be into the mysticism. So it's still going to be that same road that you're on. That's interesting to think about. I don't think they'll give us any more information about the road.
I mean, you're going down the witch's road.
Yeah, down the witch's road.
Down.
I like that. I like that. Well done, Brandon.
The riches road.
All right.
No,
so our first trial is Full Moon, which is the water trial. And I don't know if y'all saw this in the very beginning. I did not notice it, but when the fuck did they go underwater? It looked like a nice just backyard view when they first got there.
Underwater after Jen, right? Wasn't that what it was? Because they all got back.
It was at the end of the trial is when they noticed that they were underwater when the leak started.
But that's after she got dunked.
Well, after she got dunked, they realized that they were underwater. Everything got dark.
I need to know what happened to her.
And the color changes. Well, I have a historian.
I was gonna say I have a thought. I had a thought too, but please, yes, historian, regale us.
I have a history-based theory on that. So, during the
I like that too, Damaris.
Let me see, post antebellum or during slavery and then after slavery, right? Obviously, midwives were a thing in the Black community, and of course, slave owners had Black women who were there to help with the births of not only Black children, enslaved children, but also their pasty, evil wives' children. And in the South, especially, but throughout America, midwives were responsible for the healthy births of millions of people. It just is what it is. You didn't have the doctors, you didn't have the coverage. And so midwives were how this happened. And there were actually like state level training programs and whatnot for midwives. And a lot of the midwives, it is what it is, were Black women. Enter the modernized medical industrial complex, right? And now you have all these things being sort of sucked up by modern medicine where they're doing things differently and it's sometimes completely wrong compared to what midwives have been doing for hundreds and thousands of years because these are cultural practices and whatever else. Jen says that she is an 11th generation root worker. Now, if you don't know what a root worker is,
thank you for explaining.
Go on Google and do a little digging yourself. But a root worker in the Black cultural context is someone who uses plants in order to heal people. And so you call these people witch doctors, root workers, etc. But they were in effect natural witches. It is what it is. And so when you're saying, okay, well, Jen doesn't have magic or she was bound without her having magic, Jen was literally bound by oppression. Her Black girl magic, all of these things that come from Black culture, right, which would be the root working and the midwifery. Google Black women midwives, and you'll see like how that whole thing was shut down. That was a practice, like a solid Black practice in America. You'll see like she was essentially her power was taken away from her by a white male patriarchy, and that is what that is. Like rooted in just pure history. That is what that is with Jen. She, I feel, should be the easiest person to regain their powers in a practical sense, even if she doesn't have because it seems like everybody can do analog magic to a certain point, right? That's why they can do the things with the brooms and open the road or whatever. Everybody has at least the analog magic. It's the lighting up hand type of magic that people are trying to regain or strengthen or whatever, what have you. And that's what's happening with Jen. Because if you look at it, if it's just her ability to do potions and to heal, she's been doing that since the beginning, since she got on the witch's road. Now, she's been selling snake oil in that shop and burning people up or whatever else. But since she got on the witch's road, her knowledge, like Agatha said with that pep talk where she completely turned on her in the end, they can't take your knowledge from you, right? So they can oppress you, they can do all these whatever things, but they cannot take what you know and what you know of yourself. And the potions worked. It is what it is, even though y'all forgot to put Sharon's hair in it. That's probably why she died and whatever.
Everybody forgot about Mrs. Foreman.
The potion worked when Teen was injured.
Hold on, real quick, B. Funko Pops is known for spoiling shit. Yeah. They always do. They get told about it every time, but they always still do this because the merchandise comes out right before the show does. And no, Damaris, I don't think that they're a misdirection. No, they are always accurate and on point.
What do you got to think about it? And it's also not Funko doing it. It hits the stores and it's in the back shop and people take pictures and put it online. As someone who used to work with Funko Pops that would come out weeks before a show would be finished. Yes, but that's also a risk when they do that. So
yeah, they do it all the time though. So I feel like I don't know if it's a part of like Marvel strategy because by now you would have sued. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a big enough, like they keep doing it. But I don't know. That's a good question. But I'm not sure where I was. I lost it. But yeah, that's what's going on with Rio. I'm not Rio. Jen. Oh, Jen. Right. It worked. Her potions worked. When she needed to heal Teen, it worked. And then in between that, baby Woo girl, the protection witch, is having not an anxiety attack, but you can see that she's emotionally bothered by what's happening around her and on the road.
Yeah.
And Jen gives her something and she's like, just put this, on your pressure point. And she's like, what's this? It's nothing. It just smells nice. It's to make you feel better. It's aromatherapy. So all of these things are working. Your magic has been working since the beginning. And the only thing that has changed is that you're now out of the ecosystem that you were oppressed in. So I'm waiting to see because if Jen's analog magic is that powerful, I cannot wait to see what she's like when she gets everything back. Like you must be like supreme healer.
Well, remember, she has a title. Titles. Because Lilia immediately, as soon as she turned and saw her, she's gasped like, "Oh,
said, High Priestess,
you're here! Hey!" And that's what that's why I want deep dives into all of these women's backstory, because I would like to know what that journey was. And when I was watching episode 5 in the watch along earlier, I also said I don't think Jen is bound by actual magical means. I think she's in her head. What happened to her is what is bringing her down and what is blocking her full potential. So absolutely. High five. I fully agree with all of that assessment, Lady D. Let's see. What else did we have
for episode 3?
Yes.
The fact that not only did they forget her hair in the potion, but she had double doses of the potion.
She had double doses.
She took the teens dose.
And it was only like 3 seconds left when they realized, oh wait, she might need some too. I don't understand. And also, actually, I don't think the potion would have worked anyway because they didn't grab a hair from her head.
Yeah, I know.
So there wasn't. There was no essence of her.
They still needed to give her twice the amount with her hair included. So them leaving out her hair automatically
so she
dead.
was going to be gone. I will posit though. I still think that it's also an illusion of the road that these women are no one's actually dead or going to die, but we'll see how that ends up.
But go ahead, Lady D, you going to say something?
With the revelation about the Darkhold, about Agatha trading
and her son
for the Darkhold, and then Agatha having that vision of the bassinet with the Darkhold in it, hear the baby cry with the Darkhold in it. Let me tell you, that hit different. I mean, looking at my baby, like, oh, absolutely not.
That was very Rosemary's Baby.
Absolutely not.
And also,
absolutely not.
This is this where we had the Scar conversation? Am I jumping ahead? Is that the next one?
This is after they, because this is after the Scar conversation happens after they get Rio.
So this episode 4.
Yeah, 3. Episode 4. This is episode 3 we're talking about.
Then episode 4,
yeah. Okay, so
about the
all right.
But I also noticed that when Jennifer was talking to Teen about with Agatha, his whole entire his mask fell a little bit. It dropped
just a tad bit, and that's why I wonder. Yes, and that's why I wonder, like, how much are you actually holding back? And one, is he doing it purposely?
He is.
Or is it because of the sigil? It's holding him back from saying something. I don't know. I like it.
We can prove that he's lying at times because whenever he says something true about his actual self, right? The sigil shows up. But then when he lies about himself, we can hear it. So those things about his parents being dead, I think, or something like that. Because remember, first he's like, "Oh, my parents are asleep."
They're asleep.
Like, my parents are dead, or something like that. So you're lying about your parents. You're lying about yourself at times because we can hear it. If it was true, the sigil would pop up. The sigil will pop up.
Yeah.
And so, like, he's clearly doing it on purpose.
And I'm really wondering why. And for this theory that Brandon put down here is that someone said Teen's book may have been him writing out the Darkhold chapters. So yeah, he did look very concerned about losing it. But also, why did you not secure your pockets, bro?
Because they was running.
Come on, man.
They was running for their lives. He didn't think that he would have he didn't think that they would be flying, even though he suggested it, and then they're up in the air. I would have put it in the titty, but he ain't got no titties.
He knows he's gonna fall out.
Listen, everything goes in here. Everything.
Yes.
That's too important. That's too important to forget about.
He got those, so I don't know where he put it.
Nature's pockets. He doesn't have nature's pockets.
He does not.
Oh man. Nature's pockets. I didn't inherit the big tatas, thank goodness, because every woman in my family that I know that has them, there is issues now. So I'm glad I don't have to deal with that.
I just got fat, and so here we are.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Weight gain, fun bags.
Come on, fun bags. Come on, well, you got to sit there. You got to tuck them because they like
they just and then they down there. They be here, but then they're down there. It's just
we missed you.
But I'm like, I can't think of anything else for episode 3 besides each one of them going back and seeing a little piece of their past in the hallucinations. I did enjoy that. I enjoyed that,
especially when it came to Jen and that the doctor turning around to her. What did he say? What was that word that he used? An inconvenient woman, right? Because her shit works. She's doing the things, and
she has the knowledge.
She's making it. Yeah, she has the knowledge, and she's making it so they can't grasp enough people into their new way of doing shit because everybody in the neighborhood, everybody in the hood, basically, let's keep it real with that one, knows that they can just go down the street to Mama Jen, and she gonna fix them right up.
I also think it's she probably embarrassed him. Like there's nothing that makes a man work like really
100%
embarrassing them and correcting them in public about something that they
100%. So which is why he said inconvenient woman. That was him trying to use what he deems a nice word to project the situation. Yeah, he absolutely looked like that, and it gives me what is I don't remember the character's name, but American Horror Story, when they had the clowns and they were running around starting a cult. That one of the things that the guy says when in the very beginning is, there's nothing more dangerous than a humiliated man. And that shit is 100% true, especially when there's caucasity involved. Indeed. So yes, those were the nice highlights. All of those visions. Also, and this is another reason why I think Rio was always lurking, just cloaked, is that vision that Lilia had with her. I believe that was her in her younger years, way back. The woman has been here for some centuries, and I'm sorry that she has had to see this much of horribleness in the world. When she goes in there, there's I don't know who the skeleton woman was that was sitting there, but behind her, rising up very clearly, that was death. Yeah, and that is an aspect, a physical looking aspect of Rio. So it's interesting, I think, and I think they're showing that her in her true death form is telling. I think that it pulled her, that vision included her in it. So it's a very interesting, and I really want to know.
I didn't think about
what happened to Lilia.
I'm just nosy. I just want just show me every single person, everybody. Just thank you.
Everything.
Appreciate it.
I will literally watch whole episodes if you just giving me backstory.
They could do because
they made these things. These women are so interesting. Yeah. Like The Walking Dead does supplemental stuff about side stories that don't completely go into the big picture, but gives more understanding for some instances. I think they should do something like that. Mm-hmm.
I was definitely thinking like, and this is way up, but I was like, is it like the Black Plague? Is it one of those things? You know, that's how people were literally dying at the like what happened?
Because again, this is when she was in Europe. She's in Italy.
She was a child. She was young, and that's clearly she said maestra. So that's your teacher. So your teacher, your instructor, or whatever. I don't know if it's your witch instructor or however, is dead here. And you're freaking out, like in real time, like they're all dead, they're all dead, like they're all
like who died and how? Because what I was thinking was the Black Plague.
That's a lot. Because
that
big
wiped
word.
Out so many people quickly.
Everybody literally means everybody. Everybody.
What? And then
like the whole castle
it was very
dead.
It was really weird.
That's why I really want to know what is going down with her. You know, possible someone called Selena. Yes, actually. She is, I believe, if my memory is correct in the lore, that Selene is Apocalypse's mother.
What?
If I'm remembering that correctly. And that's one of the reasons that Apocalypse is so powerful, is because he's old and he's half a witch. So yeah, that would be interesting if they brought Selene in. That could be a very interesting trial. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. All right, so for Ep 3, I am going to say I'll give it a 9. Solid 9. 9 out of 10, room 6. What y'all got?
I'm gonna give it 8.
8? Okay.
All
right. We'll get Lady D's score when she comes back.
No, I give you my score. From here on, y'all, it's a solid 10 brooms. It's a solid 10 brooms.
I'm here for it. And yes, Brandon, I agree. They could. That's some tales to be spun if they bring her in. That's oof. And they're kind of gearing up to do a soft reboot, I think. So we'll see how they incorporate the rest of these witchy moments that they could play with. So yeah, episode 4. Now we have passed the water trial.
Singing.
Sadly, we have lost. Busy Braun, what's going on? The ending of the last one was wild. You're right. We are now we passed the water trial, and so now we're going into the fire trial.
Minus
and the thing that automatically, yes, we lost Mrs. Foreman. She is gone to the road. When they're walking there and they see the house, like immediately Alice stops.
Hell no.
And she's like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and dip out. It's been real. See y'all. And she turns around and everybody's turning around looking like, hold on. Agatha runs up like, wait, baby, where you going? Like, we're on the road. We can't just leave. And the road does not give a fuck about what Alice is talking about, because as soon as they look forward, still in the opposite direction, there be the house again. Yep. You can't go back.
Rose said, "Stop playing."
Can't go back.
Rose said, "Bitch, stop playing."
Oh, you thought you were leaving?
Girl.
Okay.
Girl.
Yeah, you should have known better. And yes, so we are here for the fire trial, and it was a quarter phase of the moon, I think.
I was looking at these like, am I supposed to know these? I'm like, y'all, I don't do moon stuff.
Oh, wait. I skipped like one of the best opening parts. We got the new Green Witch has come in. And because they can't continue without the full coven, which again is weird. And how are they going to move on then? I'm stumped now. How are they going to move on from Alice? Who else is coming in?
I don't know, because I saw a thing and they pointed out a thing, and we're going to talk about a thing when we get to the thing.
Yeah. We'll wait till
the
end.
Things that people pointed out to the last episode.
Okay.
So I'm just going to wait for all that to the last episode, because things are going to be
all right. I'm with that. So what'd you say?
I said, yeah, I got. Excuse me, I had the flu.
Oh, you have the flu?
Yeah.
Oh Lord,
ma'am. Are you sure you're okay to continue? I mean, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you had hit me up.
I appreciate
you
that.
Sure you're good?
I'm glad. I just put also, I grow my own tea because obviously
reasons.
Reasons. So I'm in the backyard. It's in the pot now. So
all right, man.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Yeah, so we have the Green Witch, and this is why I said, she is the Green Witch, because she corrects them real quick. Say, oh, so you're a Green Witch? No, not a Green Witch, the Green Witch, right? With the full on demon voice. Like, wait a minute, ma'am.
And they were like, ooh.
And the one thing I will say though is, again, Jen is just saying to the realist, like, okay, she's kind of interesting. Like, I don't know if I want to hate her or if I just want to ask her for her number. Like, you know what? Those two things are not mutually exclusive.
I don't know. Well,
it could be both.
Listen, if you want some fuck shit, I don't care how good you look. I'm gonna be over here minding my business. Realistically.
Okay, see, that's us. That's us regular folk though.
Because I'm like, I'm trying to live.
Oh man, and whoever is in charge of the costumes,
so good.
This episode, especially, they had to go in, because when we go in, we got the classic change of clothes, and everybody looks exactly like they should look. And Teen was correct. We are just a record album cover waiting to happen.
Exactly.
And yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Liza Minnelli.
The chat is checking up on you. B. Okay.
I'm good.
We want you to be okay out here.
Yes, I appreciate the Liza Minnelli. I appreciate the shares, the versions of shares we got. Like,
Teen's hair,
like Donna Summery, kind of. I'm like, yes, I appreciate that. I love it.
Yes, every outfit
delicious.
Yes,
I'm not mad at it.
Yes,
and two versions of the freaking song. Give me some more songs. Give me some more.
All of the songs, please. Thanks.
And
I love that it had to be the version that her mother wrote to break this, and it's so powerful because what stood out most for me was Agatha basically telling her, "Look, bitch, you should have been dead. Technically, you shouldn't be on the road right now because you should not have been alive for me to even tap you in. But you're still here. So think about that." We saw that she's got that protection tattoo on there, and it's not just the tattoo; it's her mom's whole coven has been watching out for her the whole time, and she just never put it together. Yeah, she wanted to believe that this shit wasn't real. She wanted to block it that much.
It's so good though.
And it's once she fully jumps in and embraces it, you can physically see the change. And it's interesting that also when the whole thing started, she asks like, "Yo, does anybody else feel lighter?" Because this is her trial, and that thing
is flying
off of her.
Hey,
right? Yeah, like we see the camera going all weird and wonky. That's because we're seeing that through the eyes of the embodiment of that curse.
That thing is up and flying. It's got more people to fuck with. It's got more people to fuck with.
And also,
up with them.
Speaking of fucking with people, Rio's ass.
Her silly self.
Automatically with the fuck shit. First of all, she looked great in that outfit. And she's in here trying to, get back on base with Agatha. And she's like, "Look, bitch, I hate you. But can we just call a truce here? Okay, can we do our thing after this? Like, I'm just trying to have these women get me down the road so I can get my witchery back and then be on the way. We can tussle later. Okay, can we just do this?"
And it'd be like old times. Let me turn this on real quick.
Right, and click. And I had to go back and watch it twice because originally I thought it was Rio that had hit it, but no, that was Agatha.
Absolutely.
Agatha.
She adjusted the mic and went tap in. Tell me your plan.
I don't do that anymore.
Oh my God, these are my friends.
This is my coven. Gasp.
Oh my gosh.
My flabbers were gasped. Oh,
like even with Rio saying what she said and Agatha saying what she said, I'm still like, man, what do you need? What do you mean you need the bodies for wet? Nobody questioned it. They just was like, okay,
exactly. They just smooth roll over that.
Bodies for what?
Again,
because we have one back there. Does she not count because she is Humani and she is not really a true witch? Like, what do you mean by bodies? I'm asking the questions. You know, inquiring minds want to know. I'm nosy. Like, what are you talking about in there?
Yep.
But they brushed that under the rug when
they moved past that so quickly
because the team touching stuff, being a team.
Again, and I said shout out to T Baby as soon as she said that. Like the rule was don't touch shit. That was the very first thing the woman told you when you walked into the damn house. Come on,
multiple shits.
The copper broom. Yes, we are loving Rio's character as well. She is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And when do they do we pass the flights, or is that after this one?
No, that's after.
That's after
this. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, the flights is in episode 5.
A thing I need to remember. Yes.
Because that's just it's fresh on your mind. That's why.
It's fresh. Yeah. Because that's the last one that I watched. Yep. Oh man. But yeah, all of the things that culminated in this episode, I feel like everything was great about this episode. I don't have any like one or two things to point out. The whole vibe, you know, with the showing her scar that was coming up on everybody else, where you could see hers wasn't fresh like everybody's, like it's been there. So that's, and when they showed how she got the scar, the fucking thing sitting on her shoulders.
And it's just like, you can tell it's just claws. It makes more sense when you saw that fucking thing flying around the room, which by the way was excellent makeup. I wasn't expecting all of those
effects practical. None of this is CGI. They did all the effects practically.
And you saw that thing sitting there perched in a fire hollering. I was like, oh no, girl, no, I don't want it. No.
Oh man, Lady D, what you got? What stuck with you the most?
What stuck with me the most? Obviously the costume. I love the costumes.
Thank you for being here, Brandon. We appreciate all of you guys. Seriously.
Yeah, thanks for
and coming. Also to the lurkers, I saw all y'all watching, or everyone that doesn't always jump into the chat and participate. I see y'all too, and I appreciate you. Don't forget to click that like button, though. Continue, B. Thank you.
Costumes are great. I thought that and I mean, because we used to do this when we were little, like, right? I thought the whole fact that the song played forward was a protection spell, but the song played backwards was a curse. It was absolutely great. I was like, oh, that's how they get cursed. Okay. And now they have to sing it to get uncursed. And she's just like jamming out on the piano, singing her mom's song. Like the genius of her mom to be like,
to do that.
I'm going to make my fans my coven, because you're a huge rock star at this point, right? So that's like Michael Jackson making us all a coven, right? And putting a protection spell in his song somewhere on earth at some point will be casting this spell. Like it was genius. It was absolutely
so
genius.
Cleverly done.
And I feel like it would last past like if Alice had kids, it would just keep going. Because generational protection.
I think it would. It gave me it reminded me about one of the things that I love about Doctor Who and how the monsters and stuff they had to fight came through. There's a thing, and because you've been in New York also. When you're looking at the Statue of Liberty, there's a thing called the Weeping Angels. And if you're looking at them, they don't move. They can't get to you. But the minute you look away, that's when they move and they catch you. The Statue of Liberty is not revealed to be a weeping angel until near the end. And they're asked, well, if one of them is that big, how is nobody ever seen it take anybody. It's like, because there's always someone looking at the Statue of Liberty. Like, and that's just so clever. And they played those same beats here. And I love how that works out.
First of all, that's terrifying.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yes, it is. The Weeping Angels are no joke. The only monsters from the Doctor Who world that scare me more than them are the Vashta-Narada. And they're you know, when you're looking at the light the right way shining in through from the window, the sunlight, and you see them little dust particles flitting around, that's the Vashta-Narada. Here on Earth we have them, but they're not in concentration enough to do what they do. And what they do is basically get into every fiber of your being, and it creates a second shadow, and they use your voice after they've eaten you alive to trap other people around you. Yeah. Again, the dust particles are that something so simple can be turned into a monster because Russell Davies is fucking great. Yes.
No, thank you. See,
you're welcome for that.
Thank you. Thank you, Sal. No, thank you. No, thank you. After watching the Disney version of Doctor Who, I was like, okay, maybe I could get into Doctor Who because my daughter loved it.
No, that's not surprising. Your daughter is you. Come on.
My daughter loves Doctor Who, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll go watch Doctor Who, go back and check it out. But no, absolutely not. No, good. Absolutely not.
Excuse me, no, like
no. So I
know
the Amy and Mrs. So y'all know about this creepiness.
That's Doctor Who. We're well-rounded nerds around these parts. Whipping it, they still scare me.
Yeah,
I mean, statues in general.
Statues
are creepy. But then to have that lore spun onto them.
I don't play that.
They literally made me stay away from home for like 2 years because of that damn Statue of Liberty episode.
No, thank you.
I did not set foot back in Brooklyn for 2 years after watching that episode.
That's why I don't play games with mannequins in them either. I don't do that shit when you stop and look. Nah, I don't do that.
Yeah, absolutely not. Nope.
Because I'm gonna keep running, and you're not gonna be faster than me, so I don't have to look back. Don't worry about it. I don't care what's behind me.
No thanks. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Indeed. Yeah. Okay. So sci-fi sidebar. Back to the witchy.
Back to the witchiness. I thought it was amazing that her mom had that genius. It does, however, beg the question: does that mean that since her version is the most popular version of the Witch's Road, does that mean it does not open a door because she turned it into a protection spell? Or does it still open the doors to the Witch's Road? Because she has so many people at those concerts. I would think that it's nearly impossible not to have at least 5
a door open there that have magic in their blood. Yeah,
right. So that a door would open somewhere at the concert, whether it's on the stage or whatever. What have you.
I think that's why she broke it up.
Wild to think
about. To her version, there are other phrases put in the middle of the actual song that they sung to open the door.
So I'm wondering, is that since you made it a protection spell and you added that stuff, it doesn't open the door anymore, or does it still
open
the door?
Hold on. Do we know what happened to where she ended up falling out of favor with people because she had to sell all of her awesome awards and shit to keep the roof over their head? Do we know why that happened? Because I have a thought. What if there were doors opening and whoever was around it just whenever the concert was going, wherever the door opened, people noticed and they went through and they disappeared. So now there's bodies stacking up. People are disappearing and no one knows why, and it's always happening at her concerts.
I don't know. I mean, I gotta tell you,
that would quickly make people not want to go to listen to her concerts anymore.
On the ground because the door is not open; it just shows up. You got to go open it. I'm not touching the door. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, see, that's us. That's us, though. Come on, let's be real. We know who at the concerts is gonna go and investigate. Come on now.
That's fine, but straight up, we out here jamming, and all of a sudden, okay, so that door wasn't here before. No, it was not. Maybe we should open it. Absolutely, we will not.
Absolutely not.
Nope. We're not investigating a damn thing. Oh, you heard a sound coming from the weird magic door that wasn't there a minute ago? Let's go over here where there's not a door.
I paid for tickets to a concert last time I checked.
I'm here for music. I don't need to go on a scavenger hunt or go anywhere and investigate shit.
I'm trying to stay for the music that I paid for.
Our days on the Underground Railroad are over.
Come on, dog. You're not doing that.
No thanks.
Flag on the play.
Absolutely not. Right. Red flag immediately.
I don't want it. I don't need it.
Nope. Pineapples. We don't want it.
Nah, bro. They can. Not me.
That's what you want.
Look, the Scooby-Doo gang would go investigate, but that's them. That's what they do. We're not going to investigate anything.
I'm good.
No, absolutely not. So that was one of my questions. Like, okay, do doors open still? If so, okay, is she actually dead, or did she go on the road to try to save her daughter as well? To try to do the same.
And
thing?
it was a clever play how they did that. Just she said her mom died on the road, and Lillian
she died in
like,
fire.
well, she could still be here.
Fire. I thought it was the fire at like a hotel.
Yeah, she died, but she was actually on the road, like for a concert stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That was the spin. Yes, she died. She died on the road, not the witch's road, but she was at concerts and shit.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
She did.
I'm positing that no one is actually going to die, and this is just the road and how it has to be until the trial is over. But we'll see. We will see.
We'll see. So I thought that was definitely cool.
Yes.
I thought that her actually being able to finally see the demon, that was creepy as hell. And then the fact that it apparently was reminiscent of her mother. That she was like, Mom, like that's a whole nother level to me, because like your mom came and was turned into the demon, or when the demon takes you guys are turned into like however that works. Like that's crazy.
She said she was like on the other side of the country when Alice's grandma died, but she still felt the minute it happened. That's interesting to think about. And then because of the curse, it has to be you that's haunting your child. How fucked is that?
How awful,
goodness,
and terrible is how did y'all get this generational curse?
Oh man, like what the fuck did y'all do? Who did y'all piss off?
Practical magic type shit. That's probably what it was.
This generational curse on y'all. Like,
you remember practical magic?
Yeah,
when they were like she cursed herself because she didn't want to fall in love.
If you fall in love, they're gonna die.
For the rest of the family, and all the women who fell in love with somebody and they just died. Yeah, that's probably what it was. It was something happened, and I'm curious. Like I said, I'm always curious.
I like that thought, Damaris. His theory on the road is that it's a test, and Alice passed her trial of acceptance as a protector, which and she's been in the protector role since she joined in. You remember, she was the only one that was actually trying to look after Mrs. Foreman, and she pulling her out the ground that first time. That was all her by herself. Everybody else was just standing around. She thought about it first near the end when sadly she was always going to die anyway. But yeah, she definitely passed her trial just like Jen did.
Yeah, but also another thing for episode 3, the way that Agatha was freaking out over the teen. I just liked how everybody else noticed it, but nobody said nothing. Everybody else understood the urgency of the situation, and nobody was like, "Why?" They just was like, "Okay."
It's a callback specifically for that line that she probably wouldn't even recognize her own son if he did come back grown now. So yeah, they very much want you to think that teen could be Nicholas.
Until Rio does what she does, and I'm just like, damn. Feelings hurt. I know her feelings were hurt because she had such
her feelings were definitely hurt.
Her hopes were up.
Especially with how that moment that they had just before that. That was all emotion and raw emotion, because she was ready to punch Rio in the face at any given point in time, but the way they held each other, just spoke volumes without them saying anything for a little bit.
You can't hate somebody as much as you do if you didn't love them first.
If you didn't love them. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and they were about to go in for the smooch, and then she's like, hey, baby, he's not yours. He is not yours. You think Rio might be lying? Nah.
No.
She has no reason to.
Exactly.
She's not here to start anything with Agatha. I mean, literally from the very beginning, she's been trying to get Agatha back. Like, that's her goal for being here.
And now
get her baby boo back.
Episode 5, so where we know.
Yes.
That boy.
Yeah, and now we know for sure she was not lying. Nope, that boy is not yours. And I feel like that line is what gave us that quick switch that we're coming up on for the next ep.
For me, it was not.
No?
Because no, man.
No,
man.
No. Okay.
No.
You got to think about what happened. You know, we're gonna wrap up episode 4. Then we
Yep.
Because I'm like, I feel like
scores.
Like
yeah, let's give the scores. Scores. What you got? Lady D, I'm pretty sure you're gonna give this a 10.
She said 10.
Yeah, I'm giving it. I'm telling y'all, like, and I hate y'all know I hate, but every episode just built on the prior episode, which made it better for me. Like, this is another 10 out of 10 episode for myself. And I want to touch on just really quickly, like the circling, right, where everybody's talking about things and we get to know little tidbits and whatever else. And it's just like, yo, Rio was saying that she had to do her job.
Yes. I can't believe I almost forgot that part. Yes.
In order to do your job, you work.
She had to go collect that body.
Period. You work with somebody. If you own a business or whatever, then you're like, I'm doing what I do. Like, this is what but you're saying, I gotta do your job. This is your job. You've been assigned function by somebody. Do we get to see who that somebody is or what that is? You know what I'm saying? Like how they're changing that in the MCU with Death. You know, because
it's one of two people.
But in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is Death not a free agent?
She's a cosmic entity.
Right. So she's something.
But there are still rules.
There's still right. Like you're constrained.
There's still rules she has to follow.
So we'll see whatever that is. But the connection of them all sitting around that fire to me is like whether or
we're getting there, Top. We're getting there.
We're getting there. Whether or not Agatha wants to admit it, because you see little flashes of it and she pulls it back. You see little flashes of it.
Yes.
She's forming a coven, whether she wants to
or not,
actually be a part of the coven or not. She's very clearly establishing bonds. You're just so damn cold that you're able to like do the things you do, like with episode 5, which is just
okay. Hold on, real quick. What are you saying is not true? Is Rio being territorial? Yeah. She is Death and she hurt. Yeah, we say that. Yeah, she hurt her by taking Nicholas, but she had to do that.
Exactly.
Nicholas,
she didn't do it just because
inadvertently. She didn't just go do it because she wanted to. No, it was her job. She had to go and you look at all the fuck shit that Agatha was doing. Inadvertently, she had to pay that bill. That bill was due, and the bill became Nicholas. And Rio had to go get him. She didn't do it just because she wanted to, and she wanted like all of Agatha's attention on her. No, that's not the story.
I just feel like Agatha messed up. Like she was reaching and she found the dark hole, not understanding.
She pissed off too many people.
I don't think pissed off too many people. I think she took it not thinking that there was going to be a consequence that she would not be able to handle for it. She didn't know what she was giving up. He might have said something.
Know exactly what it would cost.
She might have said something flippant and have been like, okay, a riddle, because they love a motherfucking riddle. You
remember her mom said that. Her mom said that in WandaVision. It's like you reached from magic that was dark and way beyond your station.
Riddle me this.
And now you got to pay for that.
Yep. It was very much
she was absolutely ordered. Everyone keeps saying Mephisto. He's one of the two. It's either him or Cathan. Because you got to remember the Wanda-ness of it all, and it also comes in with Billy and Tommy. But again, we'll get to that with 5. So yeah, let's start from the beginning with that. Meeks, you want to kick it off?
Fuck them creepy bitches. Did nobody?
They did, but they laid out there. Why didn't y'all just keep going? Why did you take the time to take a nap?
Because
I'm sorry,
I
you should have
get
kept
you're
moving.
tired. But what's really funny is that Lila popped up and was like, "Shit, we forgot to close the door."
Hey,
like, damn,
it's
you
coming.
left the door open.
Wake up, sound the alarm.
But Billy, Teen was already up looking at her. He was already up. I don't know if he was on sentry, like he was supposed to be keeping watch, or he was just like.
No, he was healing. He was still healing then.
But he was awake.
And they just pulled the thing out. Yeah.
But he was awake.
He was.
Yeah.
He was already up when she popped up. He was awake. And so I'm like, so either you sensed it and you knew and you was like, well, shit, bitch, time to get up. Because he was fine to run around after that. But, you know, he was already up and she popped up. And then she was like, shit, we left the door open. I'm like, oh, no, you left the door open.
Damaris, we're going to have to see how they spin that in the lore.
Yeah, I'm curious because I only know about Mephisto since I'm not in like comic land. So I'm just trying not to read too much because you know you read too much and then you find out and you be like, dang. So that's why I don't want to be. but once them bitches start showing up and everybody realizes they got to go, they got to go. And I like the way he suggested the brooms and they were like, hell no. And they're like, well, how else are we gonna go?
Dude, like,
you right.
Yeah, because you can't outrun these bitches. What else were you going to do but fly? And also, this is new witch lore. She pulled out the damn one. Always. This is new witch lore is they can't make their own brooms. Yeah, because you see they all say the spells, but they have to gift it to the other. They can't use the one that they spelled, which is kind of cool, but I would like to know why.
Me too.
See, the baby want to know too. Come on, Marvel, get it together.
And I like the fact that Teen didn't even think about including himself in that, which is kind of weird to me.
I'm like, what do you mean you get? How was you going to get around?
Everybody's running.
Were you going to just operate over to wherever the next trial was going to be? Wiccan?
Or he felt like they weren't after him. So he was cool.
This is where I stopped calling him Teen because we know who this boy name is now. And yes, they were very creepy. Like,
they did such a good job though. Like
they did. They did.
There's a TikTok of them playing around saying who they are and being like their animal counterpart. It's so funny. Like bitches is in trees, on top of tables. It was at like a party.
As soon as that creepy ass fox came out, I was like, oh, okay, that thing looks ridiculous. Is that a familiar or something? And then the one came up and came behind the tree and there were hands. I was like, oh no, that is an animagus. That is that is a shapeshifter. No, thank you.
In here, animals, because there were no animals on the road,
right? And there were no animals, and I was like, where the fuck did y'all come from? Immediately sus.
No, but I did enjoy them and the escape and the fact that it looked like it's not Dream, is it Amlin? You know, with the moon at the beginning of the show where they fly through
the blood moon.
Yeah, when they fly through, it reminded me of E.T.
and Amblin Entertainment. Yep, E.T.
It reminded me of that. And it reminded me of Hocus Pocus when they were flying across the sky.
Yes.
All of the things.
And that's exactly what I said during the watch along. Like, now I want to watch Hocus Pocus.
Absolutely.
And also, if y'all watch American Horror Story Roanoke, there was a lot going on with the blood moon that season.
Yeah.
It was extra. And also, a highlight for that part alone is Rio again. Because everybody is slightly panicking once the broom starts going haywire. Here this bitch come with the classic witch cackle. I cackled with her. I cackle. Everything is going haywire, and she is loving all of the crazy. And if you watch Rio in the background as these things are happening, not just this episode, but even before, she's like, always on some fuckery. Like, oh, what's coming next?
Crazy. And during the episode,
I love her character.
She had a paper like, girl, what's the thing?
Like, she was sitting there chilling on the couch, just reading the newspaper. Bitch, what?
You're freaking nutto. Like,
she's just here for the gigs. She's like, girl, ain't nothing happening to me.
She is here for the kiki and the gaggle. That is it.
She's like, I'm cool.
He's like,
Y'all
oh, they're looking for death. Oh my God. And she laughs as soon as they spelled out death. I was like, this bitch is fucking on one for real. She was like, wait, what the fuck you mean death? Who is doing this? That right there, her reaction, I think is when I knew, nah, y'all fucking around. Somebody is messing around with the planchette.
Listen,
can we talk about the Stranger Things of it all?
Not even just the Stranger Things, but it's more like the 80s,
the classic sleepover.
Yeah. And why they had to give freaking Jen the retainer. I'd be mad as hell. I was like, take the motherfucking thing out immediately. And she was trying to have a whole conversation with that thing in her mouth. Like, girl, you gonna take that thing out your mouth? I can't. But this is the one time that the teen did not touch something to instigate it. It wasn't him. He didn't accidentally find something and everybody was unprepared. Everybody was looking for it and it was thrown out for him to touch. I'm like,
yep.
That's what we like to call, waiting for the appropriate moment, sir, instead of scaring people. No, but I did love all their outfits. And I was like, you know what? Yeah.
And I like how they didn't try to put Patty in the nightgown or whatnot. No, she's the mom, clearly.
Absolutely. With the swoop, the bubble swoop and all.
Yep.
Yeah.
They did not miss a beat.
Not at all. Not at all. But I was a little confused as whose trial this was too, because I'm like, because everyone else you could definitely tell. Like when we walked into the Rock House,
immediately you could tell
just by aesthetics. But they came in here and I was like,
it had to do with elements, and I didn't catch that until later on, when Jen was saying, like, there's no real trial here. The only danger right now is that chick. So it was all Agatha because it's nothing to do with
us
and any of the elements that they represent.
Not even just the elements, just like
she needs to be punished.
Them, like you could tell.
Yeah,
Alice's house was Alice because it was music based, and it just reeked of her mom. And you could tell the first one was Jen because it was so clean. It was so like crisp.
Yep.
That was her. They walked into here and I was like, who the fuck is this for?
It's the chaos episode. So yeah, that actually should have sold it.
I'm like, what the
like,
fuck
yeah,
is
this is all about Agatha and her fuckery.
That and the childhood trauma of it all. Like,
yes. Dude, that line.
That makes sense.
Stop embarrassing me in front of my friend's mom.
Yeah, that and I'll be good. Like all of the childhood trauma of it all, like the Ouija board and
first of all,
I would never.
Can we talk about that? Fucking little boy gonna pull the damn thing off the shelf talking about, oh, we got a Ouija. Absolutely the fuck
He didn't pull it off the shelf. It was on the ground. It popped out.
Yeah, it fell. That's right. Yeah, it popped out. Either way, though, still no. People want y'all to think that's a fucking game. That thing is not a game. Don't touch those things.
They saw that it was not a game. At first, they were cute, and
they fucked around and found out.
But that's the whole point. They wanted it. That's what's supposed to happen.
And she really was playing around about that, though. Like you thought to try to do that, and you thought that would work. Again, you can't cheat, Agatha. This is why you keep running into the fuckery.
Yeah.
This is why your son is gone. It's you.
She clearly it's the cheat. It's the again with Teen at this point, with Billy, as we know, being the one who's telling her the rules, right? Which is another, like, it's one of those things that made me look at him weird in that episode where it was that first trial. Because it's like you and this whole,
it is building up.
Cheat, Agatha. You have to, like, all of y'all should know that. And he's looking her dead in the eye as a teenager, like, you can't cheat, Agatha. You have to do this. Like, it's all about the rules. And you just know a whole lot, Billy. You just know a whole lot, teen. I mean, a whole lot. And
yeah, he's clearly been studying something.
He's been studying heavily. And then he takes out the rules for the Ouija board and is like, this is what we have to do. And again, don't make fun of the ghosts. Like, don't make fun of the ghosts. And what does this
bitch do?
The first thing she does, it was
don't taunt the spirits.
We're gonna taunt
Agatha.
I don't think this was Teen's trial, but episode 6, I think that's definitely going to be his trial.
I don't. I think episode 6 is gonna be.
Do you think it'll go to Lilia?
Yeah, I think it'll be Lilia's trial.
It depends on where they pop up, but I don't know because they're in there. They got to pop up on the other side.
I think she's going to be the next person to die. Spoiler alert.
Well, listen, only handful going to make it out.
Yeah. There is from the there was a small part from the season trailer that I remember that when he kicked at that, and it, jumping ahead a bit, but we'll jump back. I don't think they're dead right now. I think he was just kicking them out of the road.
Yeah, no, they're not
because
dead.
you see Jen like crawling
coming out
from grass. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's going to happen with the rest of them.
Yeah, they're not dead. It's literally because we see her dressed as the Good Witch, as Wanda the Good Witch from the
yes, the Wizard of Oz is coming.
Her trial is definitely coming up, and Rio's trial is coming up, and then I think it'll be Billy's trial. That like
what I would love to see, and it's not for this, but when they do get to the Wizard of Oz of it all, if there was just a small cameo with Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel.
No, they would never.
Don't think so?
No.
I think they would. Look at the shit they did with Glee. I think they would. And I'm saying that for you guys that don't know. They were the original cast of Wicked.
If anything, they might pull songs.
But that would be the aspect. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about like the actual full time for a character. No,
I'm just thinking just the songs, not even them. But that's something to behold, because especially with the Wicked coming out.
With the Wicked movie coming out, yes, I can't wait. That is my favorite musical.
But yeah, the Mr. Shart thing, everybody was like Mr. Shart. Everyone was Mr. Shart. Everyone was Mr. Shart. I'm like, y'all wait till the spelling.
Just let them finish, please. Thanks.
Everyone was like, Mr. Shart. I was like, why does everybody have to be a Mr.? This is a show full of ladies. Mrs.
And also, that was the first clue that Agatha was playing, because she still refuses to call this woman by her name.
Sharon. And that's when the team was like, but her name is Sharon. And I was like, trash.
And that's when I was immediately like, nah, I'm calling bullshit. Nope.
Man, you're trash.
She's playing.
Yep. I was like, she's
garbage.
Not. No. And then the stuff she was saying, like,
I
was like, okay, no.
The shade. The fucking shade.
If it was her, she'd be up and yelling and screaming like, yo, y'all kidnapped me and killed me. This is what happened. You kidnapped me and you killed me.
And how am I going to get home? Like, girl, please.
Why am I a disembodied entity? Like, where's my body?
Exactly.
And
then Rio was like, girls, quit playing. Sit down. Quit playing. We got
like,
stuff to do.
She's just scared. And that's what it took. And everybody was like the side eye immediately.
Yeah, like, way to go, Agatha.
Yeah,
right.
And then once again, this is what Agatha does. She'll play and play and play, and when she's actually possessed, people are like, "That bitch is playing." No, she wasn't that time. The bitch is on the ceiling.
Not that time.
That's how I know it's real. Like, girl, why you? Bitch is on the ceiling,
bro. I jumped back and wrapped up in my blanket so fucking quick when that came up. I said no, that because that is all of the exorcisms, and I don't mess with that movie.
That is so funny. Like, bitch, you were on the ceiling. She's twisting and flipping. There's like maybe she's
doing
playing.
the backwards crab walk and shit. Absolutely not.
She not playing. She not at all. But then, how did her mother come out of her? Giggity. Like, was she flown upstairs, or was it because the lights turning on that made her mother come out in a ghostly form?
I don't know.
What was the question, Meek?
What made her mother come out of Agatha's body? Because she was running around here possessed. Was it the lights being turned on and having the darkness off of her that made her mother come out, or was it something else? I can't remember if she was like hit upstairs.
Wasn't that when Alice pushed her out?
No, that was the second time.
This is before that, right.
Because she was talking. She had a conversation with him. And so
maybe it was maybe she did that just to say, hey, y'all can go, you can leave, but that bitch, I don't know. We need to have a mother-daughter conversation. So if y'all want to go, and Jen immediately, okay, you know what? Bet. She was the first one to go. And of course, you know, Wiccan gonna jump in like, oh, wait, we can't leave her. What the fuck do you mean we?
I mean, I get it. The goal was to get Agatha.
There's no test for the rest of them there. Exactly. The only danger they would have to fight is what Agatha did. So, I mean, if it was her, she would leave them immediately.
But what's up with the wink? Did y'all notice that? The wink. Go back and watch it. What's up with?
Yeah. I saw
wink?
That too.
Like, what is that? What is that?
I was wondering what the fuck that was too.
What?
When did that wink happen?
She was like, we have to punish Agatha. She takes out the retainer.
The retainer?
The public.
Yeah.
Punish Agatha, and she winks, and I'm like, what is this?
Like, what was the plan there? What message was that? Yeah.
Because I keep my stuff.
So, I'm not sure. I saw it, but I didn't grasp onto it because other things started happening. Maybe they'll touch back on that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's weird.
I don't know.
You see it now, right? Like,
yeah.
What is that?
Maybe she was doing that to signal to everybody else that maybe this is what we needed to do to get the ghost to
just
pop
play
out
along
or
for a second.
Yeah, I don't know, but I didn't see that. She definitely was like,
yeah.
I'm like, girl,
what is that? Very confused. Explain to the class.
I mean,
how was Agatha's test any different than Alice's when it was all about her family curse? This is beef with her mom, period.
I don't think it's
this
beef with
doesn't
her mom.
have.
I think it's the reverse. Her mom's beef with her.
Beef with her.
She has beef
because she does say,
she's coming
how
back.
do you hate me still? Yeah. So how do you still hate me? Bitch, look at the shit you were doing though. Look at your resume.
But she hated her before she did that. She was trying to kill her.
Well, yeah, she said she was born evil. And again, that's why I need these backstories.
Yeah, but like honestly, like how I'm just like, how effed up is that for your mom to be like, you were evil from the soul? It wasn't that you
from the beginning
you were born and you were did something and you were exposed to things or whatever, and you became this way. No, you were evil from the beginning. I can never say that. I can never say
who's her father?
I don't know.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
I think so, because she was like, I should have killed you when you came out of me.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That is absolutely insane.
Like, that is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. And now is when I do a shameless plug. This is my tea.
Tea
by Lady D.
And I grow in my backyard. And now you can tell your people that you know a root worker. But that was.
I mean, like, do we have a link for an Etsy or something?
No, I don't.
That's hers. She's like, this man's.
This is just.
I mean, well, yeah, obviously you're gonna have your special blend.
I grow stuff, and maybe I should start selling like tea blends.
Good.
Root workers, but yeah, it's getting me through. It works.
Okay.
So breaking up the mucus.
I don't know if he will come into play with that. Her family line, I think, is definitely going to come back again, but him specifically, I'm not sure if they'll pull him in yet. But we will see. I don't think this is going to be the last that we see any of these characters.
No, I don't.
I feel like, okay, so here's where I wanted to talk about Lilia, because this chick
yes
has been dropping tea the entire time,
the whole time.
Style of Helena and just like out of order.
He'll have to
out
close
of
an eye.
order. It was just out of order. I was so mad because even while all that shit was happening and everybody was in the circle screaming, and she was like, I didn't like this the first time I went through it. I was like, bitch, what?
I caught that too. Like, wait, what do you mean the first time?
Which would have been her in her apartment and her screaming, "Get off me!" when they came in to question her initially.
And when they were still on the road, and she looked at Alice and said, "Don't." But then they cut it off, and she was like, "Don't what?
Don't what?
What you mean?"
And then before that, she was like, "Save Agatha, save Agatha." So it was just all out of order. Don't save Agatha. I was like, because she predicts death and predicts catastrophes and stuff. I'm like,
very Helena.
Y'all are trash for that.
Very,
amazing,
yes, very
but trash. Amazingly trash. Because I sat there and I was like, that's what she was screaming about the entire time. My goodness.
Yep. Because she came back that one time and looked extremely surprised to see Alice, because I think she had like just seen her die.
And she was crying too when she was looking at some of the stuff. I'm just like, man, full of sadness.
Everything she says is 100% correct and on point. You just have to figure out how to actually put it all together.
And I'm going to go into another thing that me and Lady D, I think we picked up on the same thing about why Agatha, or how Agatha knew that Teen wasn't her son, is because he said the name Nicholas Scratch. If that was his name, he wouldn't have been able to say it.
He wouldn't have been able to say it.
And that's when she figured out that's not her son for real. That's when she figured out. And there's no other option, because now she heard what Rio had said. She took it in the back of her head and she was like, okay. But
now the wheels are turning.
Saying Nicholas Scratch made it 100% sure that is not her son.
Yep.
And now I don't know where she knew that it became like that was Wanda's. I don't know when. That's the only thing I'm like, even with all that information.
I think I know what it was. Go ahead, B. I'll say put your finger up.
I think she was kind of already there. Like she was trying to fix. She wanted to believe it was Nicholas, but she had an inkling like it could be, And once Rio said, "That boy is not yours," think about it. If it was you, you're going to start thinking, okay, well, who's strong enough to break the curse that Wanda put on me? Who would be able to do that, right? Like the rules of magic and whatever else. Does it have to be somebody from Wanda's bloodline if Wanda's already dead, right? Because once somebody puts a curse on you and they die, you're going to have hell getting that off because they're dead. So someone with that blood tie is going to have to be able, so you're thinking that, okay, or someone has to be extremely powerful. So who is that, right? And then he's following the same kind of like paved road that Wanda was doing in WandaVision, where like you were her best friend and whatever else, and she would seek you out for things and whatever else. And it was just like, you are a lot like Wanda, where you're being,
it was like, the way he was talking.
You're being like this very like sort of sweet human being or whatever, but unlike Wanda, you're aware that you're a witch. Like it just, to me, it was like she was already halfway there. And then once he said Nicholas Scratch, and not just that, he said Nicholas Scratch, and then she heard her disembodied voice.
Yep.
She knew that's not my boy.
Yep.
That's not my boy. Who is it?
So whose is he?
Who is it? And there you go. I don't know if her being able to suck some of Alice's power helped her in that, because it's like, okay, a little bit of an awakening, right? So now you can feel out or whatever. Perhaps you can feel another witch's essence and you feel Wanda on him or whatever. But I definitely believe that once she heard her son's voice,
she knew.
Not him reincarnated. My son's soul or whatever is still stuck somewhere or whatever.
Wherever it is. Yeah. I think I thought for a second, that maybe it was that she had recognized the magical signature of Wanda on him, but I think it was all just in the way he was talking and trying to call her out for being a backstabby bitch, because the chick just saved your fucking life. And then you killed her. I didn't mean to. No, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You could have stopped. I believe her. I don't. I
believe her.
And here's why.
It happened with her mother. It happened with her mother in the coven. That's why they showed that you saw her taking in the power, and she was like, ah! And they just kept absorbing, and I don't think she could even control it back then. That's why she's dangerous as hell, because if she never said anything to them about like, you have to attack me in order to get the power, like, just think about how dangerous it is as a witch, period. Where I know
as soon as Alice used her power that
siphoning.
That's what was going to happen.
Because at first she was scared of that too. Like she came out of it and she went like she was shocked and she was like, no. And then all of a sudden it was just power like inhale. I don't think that she can control it either. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's also something that she might have gotten from playing with the dark hold. That's what I'm thinking. It might have also been another consequence of playing with the dark hold.
I think it's a euphoric feeling that she gets like a high. And I looked at it, I'm like, that's drug addiction right there.
And she just spaces out.
Like she doesn't want to. But once she gets that hit, she gets that feeling and she just cannot. She cannot stop it. She literally has to be shocked out of it. And her son's voice shocked her out of it. Temporarily, like. But by then, it was too late. I don't think she had full, you know what I'm saying? Like, not that faculties she can't learn how to control it, right?
She just doesn't
I really think that she got overtaken by whatever that ecstasy euphoric feeling is, and she couldn't stop it. And the reason why is because of the way that she reacted to when Billy came out. Was like that. She was like, I can't. She's like, it was like, you stop lying. She's like, I'm not. And then when the others came out, you see like her face changed. Like she's back to being like snooty Agatha again. But she was really like, yo, I couldn't. What I also thought was interesting about this episode and what happened afterwards is that you did all that and you took Alice's power and then it went away from you.
Yeah, because she couldn't hold it.
Let me check my baby.
Yeah, she out there, she's saying stuff.
Yeah, she's like, "Hey, mama, I got a theory too. Hello, you're not paying attention to me.
Polarization.
Come get me so I can tell them my thoughts."
So I do understand exactly what she's talking about. It does make sense.
I get.
But also, Rio wasn't
I get
there.
that.
I don't think Rio killed her. I think Rio is like bringing her back. That's
I don't think Rio kills anyone. She's death. She just
Rio brought her back.
She goes and gets brought who back?
Alice, because like she said, she had the power and she was playing with it and all of a sudden it was gone. I think that Rio.
You think it's because in the background Rio brought her back?
Yes,
she would have the power to do that.
That's what I think.
She would have the power to do that.
A little clip from the trailer is we see.
I haven't watched the trailer yet.
No, not the trailer from this episode. I'm talking about the
season trailer.
Yeah, that came out way before. You see Alice standing in that same room, in that the cabin with all the summer stuff, but she's dressed as her with her red hair in the front, like regular her, and she's turning around looking confused. So I'm like, listen, where is that scene?
All right,
because that means that she might have been brought back, or something's going on mystically, and she's going to show up again. I don't think that she's dead. But the fact that Rio
did disappear. Yeah.
She didn't disappear. She just didn't leave. She didn't leave the room.
Yeah. Well, what I meant by saying disappear, I meant was that she just wasn't on the road with them when the shit went down. Yeah. And we are now here because Billy hears that shit, and I feel like he got a little bit triggered. Also, put a pin in that, Damaris. I'm going to ask you about this in a second. He got triggered and he was like, you know what, bitch? Okay, since you want to know who the fuck I am, let me show you who the fuck I is.
No, she broke it. She broke the sigil. Agatha broke the sigil when Agatha was like, "You're so much like your mother," right? Remember, the sigil stays on you until it no longer.
I don't think she broke it. I think he just didn't need it anymore.
The fact that she now knew, that's what it is. The fact that she knew that Wanda was his mother undid the sigil.
Undid the spell, undid the sigil, because it's only there for as long as it needs to be. Right. And so what it was protecting you from other witches from knowing who you actually are. Once she said, you're just like your mother, that's it. There is no reason for the sigil to be there and everything that goes along with the dormanting of your powers and all that, because she knows who you are now. It's gone. There's no reason for the sigil. And that was the worst thing, because he woke up full Maximoff.
And that was right. He legit went full fucking Maximoff. He was like, "Oh, I'm like my mama. I'm like my mom. You know what? Correct.
He was like, I am. My mom is like the. You know,
and right, yeah. So all of that memory that was blocked now because of the sigil, all of that is filtered back in there now. So he immediately, just barely a twist of his hand, and when Jen and Lilia turn around, he's already got control of them.
Yep, they got
blue eyes. Happens
and how
that quickly.
how smart is he for not blasting her?
Yes,
And
exactly.
her off the
exactly.
road.
He knows he can't attack her.
Power.
Yep.
YouTube.
Because you give Agatha Wiccan's power.
Very good.
Right, tosses her into the damn swamp of sorrows. And yes, that is a Neverending Story reference, and I'm still not over it. I'm still mad. Artax for life. Yeah. They all get sucked up, and I was worried for a second, but then I remembered, no, we see Jen crawling up out the grass. So so I don't think he didn't kill them. He just kicked them off the road. And then I love that last fucking shot because it pans back and we see again he is in the full witchy witch mode with the fucking crown, and you should see me in a crown.
First of all,
perfect fucking music to go with that shit. And then
you're incorrect. You're incorrect. That is not the perfect
one.
Why? There is another Billie song that they should have played.
I don't know her music like that, so I don't know what song you're talking about.
They should have played, and it's hold on, let me think about the
What's
title.
it called? Let me look it up.
I can remember it. I can remember the song. Hold on a second. Let me get to it because I can't think of the full song right now because I brain fart on her songs.
What are the lyrics that are touching you that
because it's literally the start of the song. Give me a second because it's a real popular song for her.
Okay. Yeah, like I know her voice, but I don't know her music catalog.
Bury a Friend. Well at all. The beginning of Bury a Friend. The first word in that song, the beat comes in, boom, 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 and it goes Billy, and then the beat continues, and then the song starts. That would have been better. It's called Bury a Friend. That would have been better. And I saw a cut
from Duran Duran.
You said what?
Is it a remake from Duran Duran?
No.
They have a song by the same. They have a song by the same name. I told you I don't know this woman's music. That's why I asked.
Oh God, no. This song is about sleep paralysis, but that's the better song. And someone did a cut of this on TikTok. Let me see if I even find it. Hold on. I don't want to go to Discover and Charge. Because I know I liked it, but I don't know if I saved it. Because I'm horrible at saving shit on TikTok. I will like it in a second, but I will never save it. Because I'm a 2-year-old. Oh, no, I saved it. Ha! I'm going to send it to you.
Even on TikTok.
All right.
Okay, I sent it to you. On the TikTokies.
Yep. All right, let me grab that and check it out real quick.
Wait. Yeah. You should really get on girl. Lady D, the TikTok is for you. It's quick, it's fast. You ain't got to show your face. You can make your little cuts. You can pull up videos or pictures and just have it in the background when you talk. It's made for you. It's made for you. It's made for you.
TikTok is the way. You should join the Tick and the Talk.
I'm just telling everybody.
You too?
Tick and the Talk. Listen, I'm telling everybody because it's so easy. It's hard for me to make videos because I'm not in a place where I can just pull up my phone. If I'm at work, I can't have my phone because I have like people's PII information on my screen at all times. And the phone calls are also PII. So I can't have it up. But for y'all who don't have that issue, and it's just a better song. It just fits it. It fits. And I'm glad people can do edits like that.
Hold on. Let me mute.
Yeah, she's got it. Yeah, that's definitely a snatch your money song. That is definitely a snatch yourself. I think I might be able to pull it up on here too. And I'll send it to you.
I don't know. I disagree.
I like
the other one better.
Disagree with your disagree.
Okay. That's perfectly fine.
I'm trying to get it so that I can send it to. Okay, yes, I know I'm logged in. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. This is like a lot.
Yeah, I really liked how that line hit once we saw the Maximoff Crown 2.0.
Okay, I put it in the private chat. See if you can get to it, Lady D. You might be able to because you can access TikTok on desktop, but you can't access it on your phone.
You can't do it on your phone. Yeah.
I like that one. Because the "You Should See Me in a Crown" threw a lot of people off.
Why?
It threw a lot of people off because how it came in. And this one's a softer come in, but it makes the point that because people were still confused as to who he was even after that.
So they didn't know it was Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Because they didn't know that Billie Eilish sang the song?
Yes. I didn't. Eilish. Yeah,
I don't think you needed to know who she was, but the lines, the words, "You should see me in a crown." Well,
no. The song is also important because the person is Billie. Her name is Billie, and we're looking at Billie who's wearing a crown.
There are people who don't.
But even if you didn't know her name, I don't think that. Well, clearly I'm wrong because people were confused, but I didn't take it as her name is Billie also, so that's Billie.
Yeah, because that's Billie Eilish.
People who don't.
That's
watch
interesting.
As much as like super fans like us watch like everything that is Marvel. So you have people who just didn't make the connection. Like, oh, that's Billie.
Wow.
They literally had to go back and look at the crown and be like, "What the hell's happening?" Like that song came in and I didn't know what was happening. I was like, "What you mean?" The song does say "You should see me in a crown," and who else wore a crown when she was fucking shit up?
Yeah, see that's why I thought it was self-explanatory. Like the crown is the key. Like it's only one bitch that was flying around with a fucking crown.
No, but people was like, I don't understand what's going on. And then other people who didn't.
Yeah, we'll see how they play that out, Lady V.
And they were like, well, I know this is Billie, and I know the person who sing the song is Billie, and I know we think he's Billie, but now we know he's Billie because Billie is singing. Yeah, so I'm
interesting.
But I think that one's a better song because it helps people be like Billie. And then continue. And not to mention the song is called "Bury a Friend." And what did you just do?
Bury too.
See, I wouldn't make that connection because I didn't know what the song was about.
Technically, we still think we don't know if Alice is dead, but
yeah, I like your theory. I think,
then you threw three people in there.
I think that's why Rio. I think that's why Rio wasn't there was because she was handling.
She was clearly doing some deathly stuff with Alice, but I didn't know. I don't know if she brought it back or not or what, but I like that. I like that, Meeks. I hope that's what it is.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm like,
the crown totally sealed that he was Wiccan. Absolutely.
I'm just upset. Like, I understand that Sharon was not supposed to be there. I get that. But listen, everybody else is supposed to be there, and I don't like this. Okay, yeah. I told you. It's a sisterhood of traveling witch hats until this shit happened. And I was like, well, shit. You ruined my fun girl kick it vibe because you killed a friend. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But I mean, it's just so good. I have no complaints of this show at all. I don't. People are crazy.
Yeah, this episode, the whole episode, obviously, but number one was that last final shot. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. 10. You get 10 witchy brooms immediately.
10s.
10s across the board. See, my fucking friends.
Agreed.
And also, if y'all don't know what that reference is, go watch Pose, please. Thanks.
Listen, you can either watch Pose, you can go see Beyonce. Like, there's a lot of them. You can go to SNL. You can go, like, there's many different versions of that. But that's the main one. That's where it all came from.
That's the main one. Yes, Sir Billy Porter does the things.
I can't. But yeah, I mean, I've got nothing else.
Hey, first time. Well, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. You coming in near the end, but we're still gonna be here probably for like at least another 20 minutes. Let's get because we're going into the theory session and the thoughts of what we think is coming.
I don't listen. I need a trailer, but I don't want a trailer for episode 6, but I want one.
Yeah, I didn't watch the trailer yet. I was contemplating watching it.
Where are the trailers now? That's my question. Where are the actual trailers?
Oh wait, they didn't release a trailer. I thought they did.
Here's my thing. Every single time I end the episode, I go all the way to the end and I don't see no trailer at the end. And then you have to be careful because that spoiler screen dude who be pulling up fake trailers with CGI bullshit and stuff he caps together.
He came up in my freaking recommends and I made sure, do not recommend this page, please.
Thanks. Get away from me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not interested in that at all.
But
all along Ep6 trailer. What do we have?
Because I'm nosy. I'm so lost. Like, I don't know I don't know how this is going to work. I know that they're going to be popping up out of the ground, but I don't know whose trial I would think it is.
And where it's going to happen.
Because isn't Jen back in her original dress? Like the original pink dress that she came in.
Yeah, they're all back in their original clothes.
I didn't see.
That's fake. You're fake.
Okay. Nope. Yep. Not going on to that one. Oh wait, hold on. I think we can trust what Charlie has on here.
Who? From who?
Emergency Awesome. He always plays the trailer before he gives his breakdown of it. And he's got it up right here. So un momento. Let's share. Hopefully there's no freaking music. And all right, there we go. And hold on, let me click the right buttons. So the sound should translate. Let me know if you hear something first, though. Testing.
Yeah, wait. I thought I did.
You said no?
I thought I did.
You thought it was like it did it and then it stopped. Okay, hold on. I think I know how to fix that.
Oh, no, because you paused it. That's why. You did a real click. You did a real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. All the way. There we go. All right, and go.
I hear nothing. But I'm fine with this. I don't think this is a real trailer. This is a behind the scenes type of thing.
Damn it, Charlie!
Yeah, I think this
where
is
the fuck is the trailer?
I don't think there is one.
Boo.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know if there is one, but that looks like a lot of behind the scene footage, which they wouldn't show in a trailer.
Thank you, Lady V. I appreciate you so much. Okay.
Absolutely.
Let me see if I can. All right, speak amongst yourselves. Let me see if I can find.
But yeah, I don't know where we will be going for at episode 6. I don't know which trial. I know you got a handful of people left. We didn't see Rio, so as far as we know, the teen or Billy and Rio are together, and everybody else is in the puddle of mush. So I'm like, and yeah, the book is wrapped like a baby. Trash. You're still mute.
I'm hoping that episodes, because we only have 8, right? We only have 8 episodes.
9 episodes. 9?
Mm-hmm.
And so the last 2 are going to be on the same, premiering on the same day.
Okay. So there are 9 episodes, so we're on episode 5 now.
Mm-hmm. And next week will be 6.
Okay, so there's only 3 witches left that have to have a trial. Mm-hmm. That's Lilia, it's Billy, and Rio. Everyone else has gone through whatever their trial is. Mm-hmm. So that means if there's 3, there will be 3 episodes with trials, and then there's 1 episode that doesn't have a trial. Mm-hmm. And since I don't think that would be the last episode, I'm betting that this next episode will give us some information on how the hell Billy got here.
Mm-hmm. Which would make sense of them being thrown back and them seeing it from the outside in.
Because otherwise, y'all literally just told us that Billy's back, and you're not going to give us any information about how he got here. How did this happen? How did, nothing. The sigil being placed on him and nothing. And I just don't think you can do that. I mean, you could. I mean, you did Secret Wars, so I'm sure you could. Secret Invasion, so I'm sure you could do any stupid thing you wanted to do.
I forget that a lot. That happened.
Apparently there isn't a trailer, I guess. I thought there would be, but I can't find one that is not fan made.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we were thinking
disappointing and strange.
Did you hear what Lady D said about what she thinks the next episode is?
No, I did not. Please repeat, por favor.
I think the next episode will be a backstory on Billy, how he got here, how he showed up at Agatha, all of the things. Because otherwise, y'all are just like, oh, it's Billy. And again, if you're not a super fan like us,
you're not going to know exactly
what you're thinking. You're going to be like, well, how the hell did Billy get here? What? Mm-hmm. Isn't Wanda dead? Or what does this mean? So they have to explain it. And since there's only 3 more trials left, and there's 4 more episodes left, there's 3 episodes that don't have trials, and there's 1 episode that won't. It doesn't make sense for the last episode, or even the second. It doesn't make sense for any other episode to not have a trial. Mm-hmm. But this one, should be Billy, and maybe it'll be, I don't know, but yeah. And also the trailers. I think the way for us to figure out what's going to happen that are coming up is to look at the excuse me, the promo and the teaser trailers that they gave us for Agatha all along, and just figure out what we haven't seen yet. Because there's this one, and I'm trying to find it in this trailer. I'm like skipping through it. There's this one scene that I remember just seeing Agatha and Billy on the way to what looks like a trial, because it's a castle, so it's another house. And I'm thinking that that's Billy's trial because it looks Wundagore-ish, like, you know,
looks Wundagore-ish, or it could just be his granddad's house,
or it could
in
just
Genosha.
That's true, maybe.
Remember Magneto,
but it looks very like it has that old world look to it.
Which trailer are you looking at? Are you looking at the one that's on Marvel? That's from 2 months ago?
3 months ago.
Lady B, Sharon wouldn't get a trial, I don't think, because she isn't actually a witch all the way.
No, I don't think she would, but you have Lilia, you have Billy, and you have Rio that are left. So those 3 trials need to happen.
Would Rio get a trial?
Yeah, she's their Green Witch. There hasn't been a Green Witch trial. There has to be a Green Witch, and apparently she's extremely important, so important that Jen and them were like, "Oh, well, we ain't going nowhere without a Green Witch. We have to have a Green Witch. We can't just."
I know. I got it.
How wild is her trial gonna be?
I got it. Hold on. It's this little clip.
You got something? You think the mental hospital is going to be Billy's trial?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to. Yeah.
Interesting. I did have a thought though. Who was it that said earlier that you thought Billy has his magic? Was that you, Lady D?
What?
You thought Billy already had his magic before starting?
Before starting I think his magic was suppressed.
Before he. Okay.
He could obviously do analog magic like everyone else, right? Because everybody seems to be missing like their full power except for Alice, right? Like she had, you saw her hands kind of glow a little bit when they were going to protect themselves from Agatha when she was cursing them out in the basement, but hers flickered. It wasn't as strong as it was on the road once she passed the trial, right? I think everybody is capable of doing the analog based magic, which is why he has that book. And whether he's writing up the Darkhold or not, I don't know. But what I do know is that he's got some seriously powerful spells in there because you broke Wanda's spell and you were able to summon a witch to another plane of existence.
And a strong one at that.
Here's my theory on that, where with him specifically, what if he also classifies as a Nexus being? So then that would mean that not even just his magic was already there, but you said he already had the memories back. I said it wrong, not the magic, but his memories of knowing that Tommy is out there. I think that this might be a reason why, is that he classifies as a Nexus being. So with that spell and how the things ended up from the source material is the 2 boys, they were reincarnated. Their souls were put into 2 regular kids from birth. And once they figure out who each other are, that's when they go and try to find Wanda and Vision. And if I remember correctly, I think it's Billy that figured it out first. So this tracks that he already knows he has to go get Tommy, but maybe he needs to be on the Witch's Road for something to get Tommy.
Pull up the thing. Do the ting.
Okay, I see.
This.
Yeah, there you go. It's like a castle. Something out there, and it's just them, just those 2. And so I'm feeling like, well, that's at the end. That's going to be like the last trial, which I don't know if that's Billy's trial or what, but that to me, I think that the you see the image that that AK has as her avatar. I think that's the order in which people die. So you have Sharon that dies first, and then you have Wu that dies first. Then it comes back. Lilia's gonna die. Then Jen's gonna die. Then either Billy will die or like whatever is going to happen, but we're not going to see Rio for some reason. And I don't know if it's because she is deaf. And after her trial, she's just like, look,
gone.
I don't really got to be here. I'm just here to collect the body or whatever. But obviously, like, she's not going to die. She's deaf. But I think that I think that's the order in which people are going to die in. And we look at that Billy, his clothes are all torn up and all this other stuff. Every other time they've come back to the road, they've come back into their clothes completely fine. They might be wet or whatever, but their clothes are perfectly fine.
And she's covered in mud.
She's
interesting.
So there's something going on. And then in that same trailer, in that same trailer, Meeks, if you look, there is a scene where you're seeing four witches pointing power at one witch.
I don't know how far. What was it before or after the moat?
131.
I just got to wait. Hold on, I'm at 131.
So then no, we're at a different one here. Let me send this to you.
Because I'm on the one that's on the 2 months old. That's 2 months.
This one is 3 months old.
Okay.
So it's a little different from yours. I just sent it in the chat. But 130, they're all pointing. I think that has to be from our next episode, because otherwise we would our next not our next episode, our next trial episode. Because otherwise we'd be down the witch.
That's if you guys do want the full comic history, definitely go check Rob's channel out. He will tell you all the deets.
Yeah, I see.
So it's like, okay, maybe that's episode 7, right? Him with Agatha is going to be episode 9, and we just need to figure out what's going on with episode 8. But that's what I think is going on with him. He's they're going to give us a backstory, and then we'll see Lilia's Lilia's trial.
Will be episode 8, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets a little weird, wonky in the storytelling and how they came to actually be. But I knew that they would be back. Oh, there we see. I see you got it changed. Yeah.
Yep, there she goes.
This is the scene I was remembering.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. And then she dirty as hell. I'd be mad as hell.
She's a regular. What trips me out is like, well, where on the road are you? Because you're in you see the lighting in the background. It's not all dark and weird. It looks like regular grass on this side of so where are you? Where did he put y'all?
He mad as hell.
Yeah, because he pushed you off the road, but he didn't put you back to the regular world.
He's clearly very, very, very pissed.
And this right here is doing some weirdness things. Yeah. Her and Wanda do these weird tick things with their fingers when they're. It looks like she's crafting a spell to me. I don't know if she actually is, but when does Rio do this?
Probably at the end, in the last either episode 8 or 9.
Agatha is looking up when she yells. Is she yelling at Rio also?
Probably, but where's my prize? And she's like, could be.
Right.
And that doesn't happen either.
What doesn't happen?
This.
Yeah. This isn't here yet.
Nope. I need you to do what I asked you to do, not what you want to do. Appreciate it. And also, I think that's going to be the end of next episode. Because she's covered in the mud that he threw her in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Traveling down the yellow brick road. Unless the lighting is just weird and I'm not seeing a yellow brick road behind her.
What are you talking about?
In the scene that you just showed, where they had last one there is a nice person.
This one? Who said it was a yellow brick?
That's what it made me think of. It made me think of road.
I just thought it was dirt. Just not the dirt.
It could be.
You're still muted, baby. Lady D, you're muted.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, B.
That reminded me of the grass we just saw Jem crawl out of. So when you look at the background behind her.
For what we just This?
Yeah. See how it's like yellow? It's not flat. It's not a road. It's grass. It's something textured. So I wonder if that is where, and it makes sense, right? She's all filthy, like how Jen was.
Yeah.
They literally had to crawl out the dirt.
Dirty. Because I'm like, yeah.
That's what you get.
Always look at the clothes to know who they are.
This is what I was talking about. See? She's in the cabin. I don't know if this is like, that's what I'm like, I don't.
Did this happen already?
Which cabin?
They were just in the cabin they were just in for the sleepover. This is where she is still. It's just a different.
Oh, do you think maybe if we're right about Rio bringing her back, like this is like just after she got up and now she's looking at Rio like, what the fuck just happened, bitch?
Yeah, because Rio is not there. Rio is not, when Lily is throwing people into the mud, Rio's not there.
I like that.
That's why I'm like, she could be having a conversation with her. She could be like doing something. But I'm just real upset. Like I'm still real distraught about her death. I don't like it.
Yeah, very, very that.
Boo
I 100% agree.
Doo-doo.
Boo-boo. 100% agree.
We had that. Poor lady. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, did not need to be there, man. And she did all that just so she could avoid Rio. But now she's here anyway.
Yes.
The road wants what the road wants.
There's something else in here.
Oh,
you guys were having a party.
Hold on. You're right. Because I just found a seat and we're just sitting on here doing live research with y'all on the thing.
Listen.
And when I tell y'all we have thoughts and stuff, we this is exactly what we do.
Get off my screen. Is that in the trailer that you're looking at?
In the trailer that I'm looking at, which is like a fan made like episode 6 trailer, so it just has like clips from other episodes and then like the unused clips from the teaser trailer haven't shown up yet. There is a clip of Alice. Yeah, that I don't remember seeing before. And there's also a clip of Agatha getting like whatever power she's.
Is that the link that you just posted?
It's ripping her to shreds. No. Here, I'll go ahead and post it. It's got a link of Rio with green fire. It's got an image of Rio with green fire, walking with green fire. It's got the whole Lilia and her tropes thing, right? So she's falling from the sky, it looks like, with the Salem 7 around her.
I need you to go away. That's what I need. Thank you.
So the first thing is at 16 seconds, you see Lilia falling from the sky or the roof or whatever of some sort of like ornate room with the Salem 7 around her.
Oh, that's rude.
Hold on real quick. I got it.
That's very rude, by the way. Not the Salem 7, but it is the Salem 7, but that's very rude.
Okay, so yeah, this is it just before that happens. That. With the knives. The swords. So this is going to be more tarot card play coming in. And
you see that, and then you're gonna see.
Yeah, I'm checking their outfits and whatnot. And where to next?
And then if you just like slowly skip over, you'll see Agatha talking to Billy in those same ripped up outfits that we were just talking about them going into the castle with.
Yeah. Let me back up just a little bit.
See?
Yeah, and he's all ripped up.
All stuff that is like unused footage so far. That I think is after she climbs up out of the muck. How Billy gets there, I don't know. But they're all going to end up in the same place because there are 5 people in that scene that we saw with all the energy being shot at one person.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
yeah,
there's that.
She
all
is cut the fuck up,
isn't she?
Mm.
We saw that right there.
Yeah.
That's from Lilia's. That's gonna
There's
be
the Elphaba.
so all of that is from Lilia.
Where is Rio here?
Yeah, because she's in that a lot.
Yeah, let me back up real quick.
I think Lilia's is all it's going to be about, because she hates the witch stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
So when she's falling from the sky with the Salem 7, she's in a Wanda the Good Witch costume. It looks like to me from oh my gosh, I'm on the Yellow Brick Road from
Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, she's in that pink dress. So she's got the Good Witch costume, and then she looks like the Wicked Witch of the West. And all that. So I think that's what her whole thing is gonna be. Yeah, see, she got the crown.
Here we go. Yeah, she's got her crown on, and this obviously is supposed to be Elphaba. I'm sure this is Jen, but what the fuck just happened?
Yeah,
she's in Snow White.
Did my screen blank out for y'all?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. And now it's black. Well, we can see it, but like the actual
yeah. The actual thing isn't there.
That's what I think too, Meeks.
Laptop. Calm down.
She looks like the witch from
Snow White's stepmama.
Snow White, and then you see to the left, I guess it's not Lilia that ends up looking like the Wicked Witch of the West. Maybe that's Agatha.
I think that's Agatha.
Witch of the West.
If you keep going, there's a clip of her, or like you can see her face close up. And I can't remember if it's in this one or it's another trailer, but you can see her.
Oh yeah, she is the fuck up there.
I want to know what that is. I'm confused. I don't know what that room is. Is that Lilia's room falling down?
I don't know. This I don't know.
Because I feel like this is a lot from the same episode. That's
slow the speed down.
That's not.
That tunnel is that we saw, and we saw that one already.
I think that like all of these outside ones in the grass are from the same episode.
Yeah, she's got the cut up faces here too.
And then later on, there's an explosion.
And this is them in the mental hospital. And I think someone was saying earlier that they thought that this was going to be Wiccan's trial.
Which is crazy to me is that it's the direct mirror of Wanda. Remember? Yeah, remember Wanda and Quicksilver?
Same outfit, similar looking room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it fits.
It's very interesting.
It also kind of ties in a little bit with Moon Knight and how his shit operates. Yeah. So I like that.
So,
and what exactly are they even doing right now? Like, what is she reading his mind or what?
I don't know what she's doing.
And here's where she's raging at the sky. And yeah, we haven't seen this yet.
I think that's back in the real life. With
once they get back up, maybe.
Yeah, because that's the outfit that she busted her door with. It's just not flowing in the wind.
So that's her when she's full on death, not the Green Witch. Well,
indeed.
We shall see. But yeah. And then we get Billy next, like exposition on him and possibly maybe information on like the whole Nicholas Scratch situation. Because I mean, right? And then
we still don't know what exactly it was, even though we know what Rio said, but what were the circumstances that led up to that?
And then the next episode will be the trials. I think we get Lilia's, and then whatever Rio's is going to be, or Billy's, whatever. And then that's it.
Hey, Calademos, what's going on? So you think Alice's death been about? Yeah. We're all in that same camp. I think she's gonna come back. I'm on board with that theory. Yeah, Agatha said Wanda wouldn't need her. You think the Coven will play a role in the future? Oh yeah. I don't know if that's how they're going to play a role, but I don't think this is the last time we're going to see these characters at all. They are very powerful witches, so I think they're going to come back into play at some point. Especially now, since we know Doctor Strange 3 is being worked on. So the magic witchiness of Marvel is coming through. Featured Wanda as a mental health patient. I remember that. Yeah. Mystique breaks her out. Agatha mentors her before she tries to murder Magneto.
See, people are fun.
There could be some twist of that.
Someone just commented.
What?
The Ouija board said death punish Agatha.
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Death.
Yeah, the words that spelled out.
No, not the words got spelled out. I mean, like the phrase "death punish Agatha." Period. And that's why she was like, "No," because she already did it once before, and she didn't want to do it again. And then
she didn't want to do it again.
Board and read Nicholas Scratch because she knew that's how you stop her bitch ass. Because that's her punishment.
They'll immediately pull her out. Yeah.
I like people. That's what I'm saying. I got to read through all these damn comments.
That's what you get for being famous.
Girl, I'm not famous. These Negroes don't know me. I'll be famous when there's somebody outside of my house who I have to shoot.
Wow. How did we get there? Okay.
Don't come around here. But yeah. So I'm like, yeah,
Oh, man.
But yeah. 10 out of 10.
If he came back as a rabbit, I mean,
she was coloring the hell out of that rabbit. I'm just saying. That rabbit was always there.
Mm-hmm. And he is like a whole ass character that goes around doing shit with the Salem 7 in the comics. So there's definitely some things to be spun where Nicholas Scratch's character is concerned. So yeah, we are looking forward to episode 6 eagerly. I'm going to try to have the reaction done that night. It's a Wednesday, so it'll be like right after we get done wrapping. What is our Wednesday show? Not Rings of Power. Interview with the Vampire.
You see me looking. Bitch, yes, I don't remember.
Yes, we forget sometimes. Yeah. So right after we're done with that stream is when I'll do the watch along because they will have aired. They will have been on the Disney by then.
Indeed. That's what I'm like. You know what? What if they're waking back up in the regular side? Just in a weird ass place. Usually I'm just gonna give you a sandwich. Just gonna figure
what
it out.
Did you just find?
Lady I don't want these ladies to die. I don't want these ladies to die permanently because I think that's unfair.
Yeah, that's hella unfair.
I found Alice alive on the floor.
Yearn. And yearn.
Hold on. Let me pull that up.
Sperm and yearns.
Yeah. Eyes open. Yeah, I think that's like right after. She's in her regular clothes. Yep.
Highly confused.
Yeah, I really hope all of them are going to make it off this damn road, man.
Maybe the only reason that Agatha was survived by herself is that she purposefully killed them. Not like the accidents on the road killed them, but she killed them.
But she made sure to take them out.
Yeah.
And that fits her character. I wouldn't be surprised if that was it. Because they did ask how many witches made it off the road with her the last time, but I don't think they were specific enough in how they asked that because she only put one finger up and I'm fairly certain she's talking about herself, not anybody else.
Yep.
So no, they're interpreting it as one other witch left with her, but that's not the case. Anywho's seems Lady D had to dip out. We'll catch up with her next time. Hopefully she'll be able to join us for an episode.
Either way, she can probably do like we could just do this wrap up on another day when we're finished the season. Know what I mean? Like another.
I'm with that. I
like this
Indeed,
format where I can just talk to all the teams.
Yep. Oh, yeah, yes. Actually, I think that's what we were going to do. Split the season in half. So yeah, we're good on that. I know you got stuff coming up. So it's going to be some gameplay dropping, I'm sure. And there's K-drama.
You see me, like, first of all, I haven't watched anything I was supposed to watch, so.
Because you've been on that game.
I have. I'm still watching Avatar. Of course, Agatha, Penguin. Trying to think if there's anything else I'm supposed to watch.
Penguin, y'all. If y'all are not watching Penguin, please go watch.
Romance in the House, Sweet Home. I'm gonna get to these. I'm gonna finish these before they're gonna be done before the end of the year. I can tell you that much. But I'm just like things. Lord of the Rings is done.
Like, literally all of the things.
I feel like there's something next month. Oh yeah. Is Arcane next month?
Is it already? Damn.
I think Arcane's November.
I still haven't watched season 1 yet. Sorry. I couldn't fit it in on the list.
Girl, you need to watch that.
I know. It is on the list. All right, so yeah, thanks for hanging with us, guys. It's been a blast. Love always being here and chopping it up with everyone. Please don't forget to hit the like button.
Oh, look, she come back.
Hey, there she is. Came back just in time. Kiki, what's going on? We about to wrap up.
Okay.
Y'all also
my bad.
No, you good?
We literally wrapping up. Like there's nothing.
We're literally saying all the goodbyes and things. We'll be back Monday. Talking about Rings of Power, last 2 episodes, I believe. I don't know if you've been watching. Lady D, you always got an invite if you want to come through.
Yes, I've been watching.
And awesome. Well, if you got time, we'll be here Monday night chatting about rings and all of the ridiculousness of Sauron.
You mean the ridiculousness of the elves, like period. Like y'all, I got so much.
All of them.
Like what is wrong with y'all?
I got beef with Elrond. Baby Ned Stark needs to get it together.
Yeah,
but yeah, and then Wednesday we're gonna wrap up with the drama that is Lestat for season 1 of Interview with the Vampire. Yeah, and we're gonna do season 2, just not right away. We gotta get Penguin out. Yeah, and there's something else. I don't remember which one is on the list.
I can't remember.
But Penguin is definitely gonna be after next week. Great freaking show. And don't forget to head over to DJ Wun Wun's channel on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're doing Only Murders in the Building on Thursday, season 4, episode 7 or 8, one of those 2. And then on Tuesday, we're covering Penguin episode 4, I believe. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, you got time. You will enjoy it, I guarantee. And we will see everybody next time. Y'all have a safe weekend, please. Bye.